Hello and welcome to our live watch party between the Eagles and the Rams. Clinton, we are kicked off. Jalen Hurts has got the football. Here we go.
Let's go, Eagles fly, Eagles fly. What can we say?
Exactly. Hank knows. Hank's already got. We've got the catchphrase down that we need to know.
There we
It
go.
could just be Rams lose Rams, but fly Eagles fly. That gets us in with fellow Seahawks fans or Eagles fans.
For sure. First play of the game, nice little rollout, dump to Goddard, 12 yards and a first down. I like that, Brandon. I like that a lot.
I don't like how the snail was thinking that we might forget. Like, I don't know, maybe Adam forgot to be here.
Oh, it's okay. We'll get some good ribbing going. Hey, if we win without Adam, or if the Eagles win without Adam, well, then it was an Adam thing all along, and that's fine.
Another throw by Hurts, catch by the Eagles.
Here we go.
Devontae Smith picking up 5.
There we go. 2nd and 5 coming right up. So obviously the topic of the NFL as we get going outside of our Seahawks would welcome anybody, by the way, who didn't see last night's episode. We had a special guest, Dan Viennes, come on. That was awesome. But that was right after, of course, the Commanders taking down the team that everybody was saying, nope, just crown them, just crown them.
And off to Barkley, bounces outside, not going to get there.
Okay, but still picked up.
3rd and 1, 3rd and 2.
Yeah. This is 4-down territory for these teams. These teams, the Dan Quinn teams, these teams don't stop. They'll get to 4th and 1, and then they don't punt. So it's one of those things too. With the new kickoff rule at 30, you make a first down, and you're in 4-down territory.
Pretty much.
That's what we're seeing.
That's going to be first down, I think, for Barkley.
Plunged ahead right through the middle. He's right on the yellow, but I think that's going to be enough to move the chains. I agree.
Let's go, Washington. Bobby Wagner's.
Yeah,
kind of rooting for a Bobby Wagner Super Bowl. That's
sure.
That would be all right.
It's all good. Look, he's doing his thing. The team's run by Jaden Daniels. Everybody knows that. Luvu's the man on the Commanders defense. He's awesome. I love watching him play. And good for Bobby. Bobby's doing awesome. But
he's playing really well.
Yeah, he's playing good. He's playing good football. Inspired football, and they love him. It's all good.
It's a little check down. Barkley picking up 5 or 6.
Nicely done. But yeah, about to be 2nd and 4 from the now Rams 44 as they cross the bird. Of course. Larry Izzo, I believe, right?
Oh, yeah. You see the special teams coordinator there, too?
Pretty sure he is. Good for all of them. Hey, we're not in it, and they took down the 1 seed, so you tip your cap, right?
Oh, nice run by Hurts. Oh, he's going.
What do we got? RPO.
Touchdown.
He's down. He's still going. Nice. Touchdown, Eagles. There we go. A little read option. He kept it in the belly. Broke a sorry-ass tackle by the sorry-ass Rams. And the Eagles are on the board. Drive number 1. Brandon, how you feeling about that, buddy?
I'm feeling good. Yeah, nice. Who was it? 92. That Gallimore that he shakes a 300-pound big man, and there's nobody else left to get to him.
Well, this is why they show those videos, not on TikTok, but why they show those videos of Jalen Hurts, squatting like 900 pounds, right? So he could do things like that.
Oh, and then they missed the extra point. Dang it.
Oh my gosh. He just hooked it. Wowzers. Is that Elliott, right? Is it still Elliott on the Eagles?
Yeah.
I believe is their kicker still. Okay, well, 7's better than 6, but 6 is better than 3 and 0. So I hate
when
that.
they do that.
Of course, it's the worst. It's the absolute pits.
The snail asking if Dan Quinn loses the Super Bowl to Reed, the only coach to lose a Super Bowl to 2 different dynasties. Ooh, 2 different dynasties.
I really don't know. It's a good question.
Yeah.
They both are dynasty. So you got to start to think, okay, what do you classify as a dynasty, right? Would you put sorry guys, I make a little noise. What do you put into those dynasty categories? Which ones? That's the starting point.
Well, you would count one of the Bills' losses to the Cowboys as a dynasty.
Yeah, they
Did the
won 3 or
Bills
4,
also lose to the Niners?
but they were not a dynasty at that point.
The Niners?
Oh, wait.
It
The
was
Bills
the end
lost.
of their run with
Oh yeah, Bills lost to the Giants. The
no, because
Redskins.
the Steve Young Niners lost to the Chargers. It wasn't, or that
Yeah,
beat the Chargers,
right.
not the Bills.
Correct. Yeah. But so I think, how about this? Would you count the Broncos back to back as dynastic? Does that qualify? Terrell Davis,
Just a
John
back to
Elway.
back? I don't think so.
Okay. I don't think so either. I think, dynasty means something.
I like 3. I think you got to win 3.
And like the Cowboys won 3 or 4, obviously the Joe Montana Niners, I think would qualify. Obviously the Patriots, and now the Chiefs. So,
yeah,
probably about as far back as I can go. I mean, I could go back to the Steelers and blah blah blah, but at that point
then
Snail,
you're looking at coaches. Yeah, that's
Snail. I don't think we know.
No, definitely not off the top of our head. That would take a little research. And Dan Quinn's not going to lose. If he goes to the Super Bowl, he's beating the Chiefs. I mean, why are we even thinking about that?
You said Bill's real funny.
Yeah.
I think the Bills win today. I'm kind of shocked that that Vegas has the Bills getting 1.5 points at home. I'm a little shocked by that.
Oh. That is a little surprising.
I agree.
I think that's probably just the money shifting due to betting that would lead that. Because my guess is it probably started off pretty even.
It opened up Bills minus 1.5,
okay.
and then turned to Bills getting 1.5.
A lot of people betting Ravens.
That's what it feels like, right? That's what it would indicate. Whoa!
We've got Ryan 911 with the 9.99 super chat. Boo! Rams says the Rams, and Matt Stafford goes under center. Start off with a play action fake, looking deep. Oh, and he almost throws a pick.
Oh wow, that could have been. Yeah, I'm a half tick behind you, which is not the worst, but yeah, Darius Slay
just
has
stepping in
mitts
front
on
of
it. But nice coverage. He had all day though, man. Like,
yeah,
that's a lot of
time. I think
he
was looking for a cup in that deep shot, but he was covered up.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Nakua kind of broke that up essentially, but Slay really
there. Aaron Williams gets 3.
Yeah, about 3-ish, setting up 3rd and long. Take that all day. Not bad.
Oh, hey. Look who we've got backstage. It's not Adam. It is Mr. Dan Jans.
What's up, guys? Long time no talk.
Oh, I'm getting an echo.
Oh, that's me. Hang on.
He's got us open the other browser.
Nope. There. How's that? That should be better. I didn't have echo cancellation turned on.
Gotcha.
Because I've learned that when you do it solo, if you leave that on, like if you try to mix music in the background, it like deteriorates it. It compresses it and it looks crap.
Gotcha.
So nice start here.
4th down.
No
Get
catch.
him off the field.
Beautiful. Higbee did not come down with it. He's saying he did. Stafford's pointing like he did, but
we need another angle.
Oh, that looks like a catch on the replay.
That's a catch.
I think he got it.
That looks like a catch from that angle.
It's definitely a catch. They called it incomplete, but they'll challenge this. It's a catch all day.
Dang it.
Are you guys kind of surprised that Parkinson didn't become more of a weapon down there?
Yes.
I thought he was really going to hit. I thought
he started out with a couple nice games, and then they kind of got away from it, didn't they?
Yeah.
It was kind of nice to know maybe it wasn't an us problem for once. Because you look at Parkinson, you're like, oh, okay, that dude should be a baller. Like, and maybe we're just not using him. Like, he was fine with us, but not great. Certainly didn't fulfill all the potential of his frame. And he goes to the Rams, like, oh my gosh, here comes a 60 catch season or even 40 catch season. But
yeah,
so maybe just, he's an okay backup tight end.
What was the deal he signed down there? Was it 2 years or was it just a 1 year?
Why you want him back?
Hey, if they hire Clint Kubiak, like that tight end room we have right now is not even half of what it'll need to be. So that.
Oh, come on. Pharaoh Brown's going to be our leader next year, Dan. Come on.
He's not. He's no longer under contract.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
Yeah, it was a 3-year deal for Parkinson with a potential out after 2 years.
Okay, gotcha. Well, if they draft Tyler Warren, though,
there you go.
There you go.
No, they won't though. They won't. They'll be way too far down the board.
I take mid Parkinson, Lisa, over really bad Pharaoh Brown.
The free agents that it's a bad class. We get it, and everyone's beat up on Schneider for it. But none of those signings, none of us at the time thought, well, that guy can't play. Like, yeah, Pharaoh Brown looked like a great blocking tight end that was going to help us, and some of those other guys looked like they were going to be able to contribute. It didn't. Sometimes things just don't work out.
Yeah, I remember all the Patriots fans. I live in Connecticut. They're like, oh yeah, no, he's Pharaoh Brown. Like, oh no, the great second tight end, really good blocker, and just you're gonna love him. You're gonna love him. I hated him. So it turns out, So no, it was the opposite. But you're right. It doesn't always happen. But it was a particularly bad year between the linebackers we brought in and all those things. But still, with all that change and Connor Williams, throwing balls over people's heads and retiring, still won 10 friggin' games. It's kind of shows the resiliency of what the core of the team was in the coaching.
Yeah. What'd you guys think of that game last night, huh?
I was into it.
Wow.
But it was a fun game to watch.
Crazy. It was just
apart from, unless you're a fan of defense, then
yeah. To give you my answer, Dan, like I have an allergic reaction when anybody or a group of people just crown people ahead of their time. I really dislike that. And to me, it felt like a lot of folks were just crowning lions. Like, okay, nope, it's your time. You're a Super Bowl. You'll be at the Super Bowl at least. So I had a bit of an aversion to that. It was wearing on me. So I can't say I was.
To be fair, it felt that way. It's just they just had the injuries just caught up to them. Like they were just so shorthanded.
All right, we got a handoff by Stafford. Oh, up the middle run, still on his feet. Come on.
Oh, Kyron's still going.
Yeah.
It's about an 18-yard scamper.
Adam Emmer joining us. And
there he is.
Hey, there he is.
With a $4.99 super chat.
Finally.
The OC and who do you, hey, Rick, I want to save this one for the commercial. We will get back to this one of the commercial.
But thank you, Slick Rick.
Yes.
Well, hello, fellas. Hello, Dan. Thank you for hopping in and joining us, man.
Yeah. How are you?
This is going to sound outrageous, but waking up, it was an extremely late night. Super, super cold here. Stayed up for most of the night, making sure the fire was raging. So,
play action, dirt's it.
But glad to see that the fucking Rams are down 6-0. That's making me feel better. Yeah.
Thanks to a Jalen Hurts run for about, what was that, 30, 40 yards?
Something like that. Nice. Broke a tackle near the line, and away he went down the right-hand side.
It's funny because as that happened, I was working on a show I'm going to do today, and then I was like, oh shit, it's time. And so I thought I'd jump in with you guys, and that was right as Hurts ran for that touchdown, like literally right as I was writing some things in the realm of like qualities teams look for in modern quarterbacks, and obviously mobility is one of them. And I look up and hey, that works.
Akua catch for a first down, about 15 yards.
Rams are marching again. Dang it! Or
what do you guys
again as in last week?
I have an idea about Jalen Hurts. I've always kind of held him in a kind of a strange sort of off to the side almost category whenever I look at, the good quarterbacks in the league. Like I think he's maybe the poster child for if you have a good infrastructure and you build up, a solid foundation, a good talented quarterback can win. Even if I don't think Jalen Hurts has an elite tool in his toolbox. I don't even think he's an elite scrambler or mover or runner. He doesn't have the best arm talent you've ever seen. He's not the best processor. He's a good talent that just is in a great situation. I think he's a perfect example of a guy that if he had gone somewhere else, maybe it would have spectacularly failed and he'd be holding the clipboard somewhere.
If I had to pick an elite thing of his, it would probably be like locker room leader, work ethic type guy.
Yeah. And he's a dog. Like he just, he doesn't shy away from contact. He's tough. Some of those intangibles might be, you might be right there.
I'd like to give my time to one Adam Emmerich. Adam?
Well, for the longest time, Dan, I've been saying I've been putting him in a special category too. I think he's a running back who plays quarterback. Like I don't,
yeah. And he plays it good enough.
That's right, and it works for this team in this situation with this roster, and that's great for him. And I completely agree with you. I think if he was damn near anywhere else, he'd be riding the pine somewhere.
Yeah. All right, 3rd and 6 for the Rams coming up, and that was a nice defensive play there.
Man, the Eagles nailed it with those 2 defensive back picks, didn't they? Jeez, Dejean Mitchell.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Stop him here. What do? You go for it, or you kick the field goal?
Everyone's
6.
Stafford scrambling. He's gonna be. Oh God. Well, it depends on the spot.
Was that in slow motion?
Oh, that.
How did they not get him down?
They gave him a bad spot.
Yeah, they did.
I think he hit his knees before he lunged forward.
Okay, maybe.
Yeah.
That was awkward. Like
I'm definitely a little bit behind y'all. I'm going to see if I can speed this up. Let's see.
Stafford looked like he was running the way I move in the morning when I get up. That's a bad spot.
It is a bad spot.
Dude, they got hosed, really hosed.
And by bad spot, I mean a fantastic spot.
Perfect spot.
Yes.
It doesn't matter.
That's what we mean. God dang it.
That's the best spot.
First down.
4th and 1. They plunge forward. Fresh set of downs. Just under 8 minutes to go. All right.
Ooh. McVay's fired up.
Yeah, he is.
How crunchy do you think his hair gel gets?
I was just going to say, I wonder how much.
No, you got to go no hair gel if you're wearing
get him to even wear a hat. I bet there was a lot of pushback from McVay. You want me to do what? Cover this?
But it's here for you.
Come on.
I'm surprised you didn't just rock a headband.
It's my trademark.
Throw that over the ears.
Or maybe a visor. I could see him being a visor. Whenever you have that kind of poof, that kind of spiky.
But in the winter, the visor doesn't really keep your ears warm. I think
you got to show some toughness.
We've
He
talked
makes
about
a lot
visors.
of money, right? Like, why would he have to buy half a hat?
You
Like,
guys-
he could just buy a full hat.
You guys are from Montana. You don't wear a hat when you go out to, pick up the paper in the morning.
Adam's just wearing one inside right now.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah. In my podcast closet, there's a little bit of frost on the walls because it was that dang cold.
Yeah, the snail. That's what makes us a little bit tough to root for the Eagles. I would like to see them lose, but let's give them a week. Let's see them lose to the Commanders.
They're quite literally on the other side of the country. I can ignore Eagles fans easily. Rams fans are all
Good
2 of
defense
them.
there.
It's hard to ignore them because they're right.
I wonder
there.
where, what's his name? Ryan Caldwell's watching the game from today. Was that his name? Isn't that the guy's name and the guy that got banned for life? From the stadium?
Yeah.
Viral.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Ryan something. Yeah, he ain't in the stadium.
I don't remember his name.
Good pass there, but just a drop by Robinson.
All right.
And
3rd and
defensed,
goal.
but- Okay.
Look, we got Stafford and Gunn.
Fires it.
Come
in.
on.
Oh gosh, they got it in by the hair, the chinny chin.
Wow.
Crap. Yeah.
Stafford has never, ever seen or met a tiny window that he didn't like.
Yeah. And he's able to do it too.
He just doesn't give a shit.
I think it helps when you play up in Detroit for as long as he did on all those bad teams and nobody gave a crap. And so he could just do whatever he wanted.
Yeah.
Right.
Jeez.
Dang. Nice drive.
All right. Let's go back to Rick's question. Who do you think will be the OC and who do you want as OC? I threw this out to Adam the other day. I feel like it's a PR campaign by the Seahawks right now to hire Clint Kubiak. Like there's just all of the guys that they bring in, except for him. It's like, oh, well, he has all the qualifications, right? So it Why not bring any other guys that also have similar qualifications that we can look at? It just like all the other guys you bring in, it's like, oh, well, they really like so-and-so because he's super smart. And a lot of people say that he's smart. And Byron Leftwich is kind of a name that people aren't too excited about because of his final year in Tampa, which I don't know. I'm intrigued by him at least. I don't know. So who do I think will be the OC? I feel like it's leaning Clint Kubiak. Who do I want as OC of the names that have been brought in? I don't know. I'm a little bit more excited about the unknown. So I'd say of the guys that I would want, I'd take the dude from the Lions.
I feel like he's the guy that most fans are intrigued by. It's the idea of it, right? You look at him and you go, yeah, no one's telling that guy he can't run the football.
Right.
Like, and no one's, he just has the football written all over him, but
he does. But I mean, I don't, get my OCs. Yeah. Hank Fraley. I don't go get my OCs based on the fact that he's a big beefy boy. I just, I have a hard time with it in general. It's just, we talked about it just last night with you, Dan.
Well, they aren't bringing him in because of his looks.
I'm just saying,
run the offense.
If you're a reactions Seahawks fan, you're gonna like the appeal of that idea. But here's what I'll say about Kubiak: if the Seahawks had not done an extensive process and it had come out the day after Grubb was fired that they had hired a couple guys, interviewed a couple guys, checked the boxes for the Rooney Rule, done all that, and then just immediately hired Clint Kubiak, I'd be fine with it. I would have thought that guy has the resume. He has. I loved him last year and wanted him to be involved in the process last year. So I wouldn't have been mad at all. It's when you start bringing these other guys in that have really interesting backgrounds that start to kind of screw with you, and like, well, I could see that, Who knows? Yeah. I just think that I have a tremendous amount of trust in how Mike McDonald's brain works and his decision-making process when it comes to personnel and where to put guys. We saw it with the inside linebackers, right? When he has conviction about something, like he acts on it. And I think he's involved in this process now. And I think that's going to play out.
Answer the question, Dan. Who do you think it'll be and who do you want?
I think they're waiting and they're going to interview or try to interview Fraley again. There are reports that they
think it'll be and who do you want?
It's going to be Clint Kubiak, and that's the guy that I think is the best hire.
Okay.
Well, the leader in the clubhouse and all the momentum is all with Clint Kubiak until it's not.
But here's what I wonder, guys. Yeah. Could it be some combination of them too? How can you, if this Grant Udinski guy is intriguing as hell, is there a way that, you can craft a title, whether you hire Fraley or Kubiak, to bring him with you as well? Like if he's assistant quarterback coach and special projects manager under Kevin O'Connell right now, if you give him passing game coordinator title, does that prevent the Vikings? Is that enough? You know what I'm saying? Like maybe there's some, or even if you hire Fraley, could you hire Fraley and Kubiak, give them both co-OC, or hire Hank Fraley as assistant head coach, offensive line coach, because you want him for that, but also have him be involved and have Kubiak be the play caller? I don't really know how those things work, because the Mike Kafka thing last year, I still don't understand how the Giants were able to do what they did, but All
right. Well, we got an answer out of Dan. So I want to come back to this though, because I want to get Clinton's answer and I want to get Adam's answer too. But I also want to get the super chat by Sam Gelver, $12. Go Raptors, catfish the Lambs. Rooting for basketball, or is this we watching?
Did you see that? You see that replay they just showed of that Stafford run? He got up like he was wincing. He looked like he was in some pain.
Stafford's gonna do that, and he just
dude, aren't you great, AJ Brown?
Come on, AJ.
Oh, dudes. Oh, I'm like a good 2 beats behind you guys. So I hear you guys wincing. And I'm like, oh, what happened? That was
yeah.
Catch the dang ball.
That's the issue with watch parties, right? You got to be synced up.
Yeah, we were trying earlier. I'm just a little behind.
Oh, I see. If you cross an eagle with an osprey, it creates a raptor. There we go.
Well, I was thinking too. Well, okay. Sam also there was something on.
I mean, raptor isn't a bird. I was thinking raptor is in the Toronto Raptors.
I was thinking velociraptors, but
well,
that's what I was thinking initially too. Yeah.
Well, me too. And they also
come on.
And that's the end of that drive. Okay.
What am I? Big sack. Oh boy.
Yeah, it's 4th down.
Ooh.
Yeah, they got a punt. Ooh.
Fisk is limping
Fisk is
off.
limping.
That would be big. He's such a monster. He was one of my biggest draft crushes last year.
Well, I should have listened to you more carefully on that because I've tried making fun of the Rams all offseason and at the beginning of this season that they were going to replace Aaron Donald with 2 rookies from FSU. And then they kind of did and made me look stupid.
Well,
Everything was covered up.
Yeah.
They've had a couple of great drafts.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Yeah,
it really
especially after they effed all them picks.
Right.
Yeah.
That should hurt your franchise more. Just like
Yeah.
with the Niners. Oh,
it's moral of the story. It's easy. You can go 3 years without a first round pick as long as you nail every other draft pick for the next 3 years.
Yeah, that's all you got to do.
Sure.
That's it.
That's
all right.
Too many.
Going back
yards
to
there.
commercial. Here we go. Adam.
Yeah.
Who do you think will be OC? Who do you want?
I guess I think at this point, the safe choice is Kubiak because that's the guy that, as you said, Brandon, he checks all the boxes. He has the pedigree. He has the experience. The only thing that gives me pause about him is he hasn't had like a full season of success as an OC somewhere, right?
Right.
Yeah. But I do like the style of football. I like the pedigree. I wouldn't be upset at all. Out of all of them, he's kind of the safe hire and the meh hire to me, but maybe that's the exact right choice is the guy that doesn't give you the tingles, right? Grant Udisky, like, man, he hikes mountains, guys. He hikes in the mountains. It's just fascinating. It's fascinating how he puts on a backpack and goes outside.
He might like it.
I heard he's young.
And he's young and he's got great hair. But there is something fascinating about the idea of hiring, that next young mind and the young phenom and all that stuff.
How old was McVay in Washington? Right? He was
29,
yeah,
27,
28. Yeah, same age.
Calling plays.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I think you kind of go. Everybody else kind of feels a little in between, like Fraley and some of the other guys, like some NFL experience, but not one of those guys that I don't know gets me super excited. Where I feel like Udinski's like that swing for the fences kind of Ryan Grubb type hire, like, hey man, I'm just telling you, this guy's a genius, and we're going to be forward thinking here, which really feels like what the Seahawks have been kind of focused on in the way that Mike McDonald works, right? Like he's always talking about that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it were me.
Are you guys surprised that like the group's so small? I mean, it's 5 names.
Yeah, I'm stunned. I can't believe, Dan. The idea of like cobbling together an OC out of 2 or 3 guys is one that scares me a little bit because that's one where I'm like, look, Mike runs the defense. We need an experienced dude to come in and handle that side of the football for him, much like Wade Phillips handled that side of the football for Sean McVay when he came in and became the Rams head coach. Just bring in a dude with experience. To me, to this day, I still want Frank Reich. Sounds like they won't go out and even talk to the guy. They had no interest in Doug Peterson either. I want a dude with head coaching experience that can come in and be that sounding board and be like an anchor for Mike McDonald on the other side of the football.
Okay, so here's an idea that my buddy Michael Thompson has thrown at me in the last couple of days. What if Mike McCarthy doesn't get a head coaching job in the next couple of days?
Oh, no, never.
Hey,
never.
You know why I'm bringing it up, though, right? You know why? Like John Schneider has a reverence for that man.
Yeah. I know that. I know. I get the connection. I think he's a terrible in-game manager. I think he has zero understanding of how to string things together. Yeah. Man, I thought he wasted so many years with the Packers, like wasted their years. And then he goes to Dallas and the whole thing. Just they're terrible.
Yeah. Give me Byron Leftwich.
I'm a strong
McCarthy fulfills that kind of coachy type offense runner guy.
Oh, nice tackle for a loss.
Short.
Little screen to the side, very nicely done.
Yeah, that technically a TFL, right? He didn't quite get back to the line of scrimmage.
Burks with a nice ankle tackle on Kyron for about a loss of a half a yard, right?
Eagles have just been stacking young talent through the draft on defense the last couple of years.
It's like all they do.
Goodness, yeah.
Oh no, Mitchell hurt his shoulder on that tackle of Stafford.
It's like Kunyan. Yeah.
He's questionable to come back.
Well, go get a shot of happy juice.
Get a stop here.
Yeah, they need to stop. Can't let
Stafford and Gunn.
Yeah, that baby.
There we go.
Jalen.
Thank you for doing something for us, Jalen.
I feel good about this. There you go. And then hey, smart's also to not. He was thinking
Body
about
slam him.
Yeah, the suplex. Yeah, he had him in the.
He could have body slammed him.
Yeah,
But
he
he
could
just
have
bear hugged him. He's like, no, you're not going anywhere.
He could have perfect plexed him, but he decided not to. So hey, good for you there.
Welcome to the modern NFL, boys.
Yeah,
where this is what happens to quarterbacks now.
You just get hugged until the whistle's blown.
Hey,
how about
good,
this,
buddy?
Now that we're 2 years removed from the decision, and you've seen he's kept his nose clean, everything else.
Yeah.
If you guys could go back and do it again, would you? If you were the Seahawks, would you take Jalen Carter over Devin Witherspoon?
Yes.
Negative, knowing that we got Byron Murphy, who I think is going to have a huge leap next year.
But maybe we could have both of them.
Yeah,
we can't have nice things, Dan.
Like both right now.
I think yes, because of what it frees up the next, the year that you don't know, right? So that's the intriguing part for me. And Carter is a darn good defensive tackle. I mean, he's
but then maybe you don't go out and get Leonard Williams. Those are those kind of,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Leonard Williams and Jalen Carter. You have 2 all-pro interior defensive linemen.
Oh, but maybe they don't feel like they need to make that move. Is what I'm saying.
And I love Spoon. Spoon's awesome, and I don't care about his glory stats, having him or not. Like the dude's a Pro Bowl level with all-pro ceiling corner.
I think this 25 will be the year that he really blows up and gets all those accolades. And
he may. I mean, it's a little bit more. There's a lot of variance when you're with interceptions and sacks from the corner position. Yeah. But he's just really good at football, and he's just a darn good player, man.
All right, Eagles, let's get it going on the ground. Nope, we're just going to fake it and throw it deep downfield.
They call targeting on that?
I think so.
What?
Receiver, maybe.
I mean,
that looked clean to me.
The NFL is so weak. It's just so weak. Like, what are you supposed to do? Especially hate. No, dude, come on. I hate when it's like the quarterback underthrows something.
Though.
Yeah. Is it? I haven't seen the replay yet.
Obviously, who are we rooting for here? Of course, the Rams are dirty. Look at that.
In the mud.
Yeah. I haven't seen it yet, but yeah.
Like he'll
eject him. Throw Witherspoon out of the game.
I'd like to retract my earlier statement. That is the exact thing you cannot do. So.
I can see though, but that's like Adam's talking about. Like, what do you do? Like it looks like Witherspoon in his head thinks he's leading with his shoulder. Like,
but you just got to blast him in the shoulder. That's all. It's tough, but that one was.
You got to aim for that chest plate.
Exactly.
But hey,
exactly.
That helps. It's a good thing though, right? I keep forgetting that.
I know, right?
Yeah,
it's
that's
so
good.
hard.
Yes. Yeah. This is a hate watch.
I have a hard time with it. People will let you know.
The league is managed. Yeah.
No, we're just not gonna hand it off to Saquon.
Are we using him as a decoy today?
Yeah.
Come on.
Wow. Loss of a yard, huh? Yikes.
Trying to reel him in. Oh.
Fisk is riding the bike now.
There he goes. Look at him. Holding those arms. I got somebody's audio. Whose is that?
Probably like I could hear. Mine's turned all the way down.
I could hear the TV.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, here. I've got sound. Let me mute it. There we go. How's that?
All right. Make it third and manageable. Here we go. That's out to Goddard.
Dan, you probably don't have to mute it just in general. I'm not sure if it's like right by your thing, but you probably don't have to mute it all the way. Like mine's on a little bit and it gets canceled out.
Oh shit! Is it raining or like
snow? Yeah, we're supposed to be getting snow.
Snow game, boys. Snow game.
Let's have one of those.
It'd be fun if it turned into that.
Yeah, I like an Eagles team in the snow more than a team from LA.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Oh, baby.
Oh, he's going all the way.
I'm getting excited. What's happening?
Don't
really?
Get in. Okay, good.
Wow. Barkley.
They were, right? They were just lulling the Rams to sleep with Barkley's a decoy, and then just a simple dive play.
Just a
Boys,
third down.
so
They're
yeah,
like, oh, they won't. They're gonna fake it to him again on third down. Nope.
what I like here, besides being up on the stupid Rams, is we got 2 long ass runs for touchdowns. Those are things that typically, are indicators of what might happen in the fourth quarter, right? If they're doing this now, I like this in general.
Gaping
77 just sent Fisk out the club, man, on
Good
that one.
man.
Is that who is 77? It's not Ed Beckton, is it?
Question for you guys. You think you just saw the behind the angle on that one? You saw the massive. You think with that exact same giant hole that Barkley just ran through, that Walker would still bounce it outside?
Yes. Yes. I know it's so funny. Like all discussions of like, I like what Charbonnet did, right? I mean, Charbonnet shut me up and he had a really good second half of the year and he stays healthy. So like those things all matter. And with that, I just can't, what you were getting at, Dan, I think with the hefty load of sarcasm, right?
Right.
It's like, yeah, guys, like give K9 those kind of holes or even like half of those kind of holes. Right.
Yeah, no kidding.
He just needs a software download, right? So that when he sees those.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Did we get everybody's
now
answer
he's
on
so
this?
damn surprised when he sees one. He's like, oh my God, what is that? Like, what am I supposed to do? I can't go there.
Yeah.
Did you say who you wanted? Udinsky?
Me?
Adam?
Oh, no. I want Frank Reich, but it's not going to happen.
Gotcha.
So out of the guys that have come in, I guess probably Kubiak does make the most sense. That makes the most sense to me.
Clinton, I don't think we got your answer on this one. Who do you think will be OC? Who do you want?
I think it's going to be Kubiak. And I'm going to put it this way. I don't want Udinsky. However, if they want Udinsky, then I'm really excited about Udinsky. In the sense that like if they see something, if they see something, guys, it's like, hey, this is the guy. Because it kind of goes back to what Dan said about trusting McDonald's instincts. And he's not afraid to make cuts and make changes midstream. So if they think they've got the guy and it's him, then I'll be really excited to learn about him more, because the risk has got to be so off, like being very risk averse from John Schneider all the way down, of taking a dude who's unproven again, because they just did that and it did not go well. So if they really do believe in the guy, another unproven guy, I'm going to be quite excited about why, and then, want to learn about that. But I think it'll be Kubiak.
Who do you want?
I want the best choice. I like, who do I want? I'm not sure that I want any of the people I've seen so far. Yeah.
If you could just decide from who's out there. I know who you don't want, and it's McCarthy.
Yeah, no, I hate McCarthy. I mean, I would take Kubiak, though. I think he's a fine OC. He might be awesome. I don't know. Give me a second to think about some of the folks on the list, the big list.
All right. Eagles kicking off. They actually got the extra point this time. Stupid kicker.
And I wonder, here's the thing too, like what's happening behind the scenes, like what's happening right now? Because certainly the report was that they wanted to interview Fraley in person. Yeah. And so they may put in a slip for that. But now that the Lions are out, it sounds like this Ben Johnson's thing is going to happen quickly. Maybe they have a deal and he would rather go with Johnson, be his OC in title, run his offensive line, kind of build that thing up with him. There's so many moving parts here. And then if you do hire someone like Kubiak, like who's the offensive line coach, who's the passing game coordinator, who's the rest of his staff? They haven't interviewed anyone else in those roles that we know of.
Well, it's kicking that down. We'll watch the play here, and I have a follow-up for you, Dan, after this play.
Iron three
for 3. Yeah.
Good. Clogging up those running lanes.
That's not bad. So then where do we think Ben Johnson goes? There's obviously a good amount of places he could go. What do you think is the most attractive? What do you think he ends up taking? Does he go?
The smoke is all around this Raiders job, and it seems legit for what it doesn't make sense. It seems like Chicago or Jacksonville would be where he could go and have a young quarterback in place. But, the Raiders just interviewed a guy from the Lions front office. That's viewed as maybe a package deal because they want alignment, right? That's the buzzword this year in the league. And that might be a thing, and that he's so enamored with working with Brady and also knowing
Oh my gosh.
gotta be kidding me.
God damn it, Puka.
Oh, no, that was
That's
Robinson.
Oh, come on, guys.
I gotta stop making fun of that dude too.
I know, man. Right? He's been good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like even
I
the
thought
game.
for sure they were running this out, like the way they were acting and everything. They got the Eagles with it too.
Who was the guy the other day when we played the Rams week 18? He was the kickoff returner also, who was speedy as heck and had an awesome game.
That dude had a pick and he took it out of his hands.
Oh, come on.
Wow.
Oh, well.
God, I hate the Rams.
Yeah, me too.
You just come right back. Respond.
Son of a bitch.
Can't just go away.
Was it end of the quarter?
Yeah.
Is that right? That was
close.
Good,
There's 7 seconds till half.
Oh, till half? Are we really?
I think so.
Wow.
Or is
flying.
it the quarter?
I don't know.
Nothing makes me feel
Oh, no,
older.
it's just the first. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm still waking up. I'm half a thing of coffee in.
Nothing. I know. I have an empty cup. I got to fix that.
Oh, no. Yes. Go. You have to fix
Nothing. They're showing I don't know if they're showing the same ad for you guys watching on Peacock or are you watching on NBC?
No, I'm on YouTube TV.
Yeah.
I'm on NBC.
They just showed an ad for nothing makes me feel older right now than the fact that SNL is turning 50 years old.
50 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, while you get more coffee, Dan, the question I was going to ask you guys, for later, maybe for halftime. Now watching all the retreads, whether that's Goff or Baker or Darnold, and we can throw Gino into that conversation. Like, do you have a different feeling about Gino or a different feeling about the bring the retread along and see if you can win a Super Bowl that way? I'm curious to what you guys think. We can get into it later, but
yeah,
it's
Go get your coffee, Dan.
It's a great discussion to have.
All right.
I like it.
So did you come up with an OC that you want?
No.
It's not on the list? No. That's fine.
I didn't.
Clint's just going to be happy with who we get and throw the pom-poms up once we make a decision, and then that'll be our guy, and that'll be Clinton's guy.
That'd be my guy. I was commenting on Twitter this morning that after last night's game, it's kind of goes along with what you were just saying, and maybe leads us in there too. I was like, we've reached a new peak of stupid in Seattle fandom, where now what I'm seeing out there is it goes a little like this. It's like, see, I told you, you just got to get rid of Gino and go find a guy like Jaden. And you see people just discussing it just like that. It's like, I'm literally calling it peak stupid. I think we've reached peak stupid of the Gino debate. If you think that's all it takes, Adam, obviously you agree wholeheartedly. That's all it takes. Just go find Jaden. Well,
yes, I think it does discount the idea of how difficult it is to find somebody that is as talented as Jaden, right? Like, I mean, they don't necessarily grow on trees. There's about 6 or 7 of them walking the planet at any given time, right? Like, that's it. That's all. Yeah. But kind of where I was getting with the question there, guys, is does that kind of prove that, like, if you build your team, even if you have a great team around, say, a Jared Goff, Geno Smith, Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold level quarterback, is your ceiling a championship game? Is that your ceiling? Will you never win a quarterback with that guy? Does it ultimately kind of prove these people right that, like, you can't invest in somebody like Geno? I don't know. I just found it interesting to see Darnold flame out, Baker have the big fumble and cause the loss, and then Goff have the meltdown that he had yesterday. I don't know if it kind of invalidates the whole theory about, building around that tier of quarterback or not in your guys' eyes.
Yeah, I think we'll get back to it, and it's a good question, and I think well brings up an important question too. If Stafford is considered a retread because he's on his second team, he did win a Super Bowl, so I think he would be considered a retread. No, because they traded for him.
I don't, because they went out and
they got him.
And got him because they wanted to win with him. Yeah.
And I think we could be honest. Also, I in my opinion, also Stafford's probably making the Hall of Fame at this point. And deservedly so. So
I think so. And I think 20 years from now, we're still going to be talking about how he's maybe one of the overlooked and most underrated guys.
Right. And the guys we're talking about in that other tier are not that. So if he's a retread, I don't think it's solely because he's on another team. I don't think that's the qualifier.
What I
for
do
me.
think God, they're not even phased by the snow. Son of a
No.
gun, it is really coming down too. I do think, yesterday was interesting, and Baker and Darnold, you make a great point, Adam, and I think it just points out even more that there's only 5 or 6 dudes that are unicorns, and everyone else is fighting and hoping and wishing and praying that they find one of those guys, and they just don't come along very often. And another one might not come along for 10 years. Like, they just might not. I had a conversation with Max Brown a couple months ago. He made a fascinating point. He said, with so many of these guys transferring so often, colleges have dumbed down their offenses because they have to be able to teach these kids quickly. Every single year, they have to teach a guy a new system. And so these quarterbacks are coming. Some of them are coming into the league a little less prepared from a processing standpoint.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think that's why you see this round of rookie quarterbacks have as much success. And I'll even throw Caleb in there for his struggles. I mean, that was an average rookie year, if you really want to be fair about it. All these guys had the extra time for COVID. I mean, Jaden Daniels had started a ton of football games. Bo Nix, a ton of football games. Drake May, less. Penix, obviously, with a lot of experience. I think it makes a difference in, you're not going to get that type of draft class year in, year out with the way the system's set up.
Yeah.
I'm Johnson.
The show that I'm working on, I'm going to do later today, is the idea that I think, Brock Purdy kind of broke the matrix a little bit and changed, scouting opinions and approaches a little bit. It's not, if you can't find elite traits, or maybe just don't target traits or prioritize traits as much, because that's when you end up with Zach Wilson and Trey Lance, and right. And look at experience, guys that have played a lot of football at a high level, seen a lot of things, gotten all those reps, played 50 games in college. And that, if you build an infrastructure like we're talking about, that you can plug a guy in there with the right scheme and the right coaching, like all the pieces have to be in place. Jaden Daniels wouldn't have done what he did this year if in a lesser situation, right? And that maybe those are the kinds of guys that can succeed in the league. And I'm starting to, as much as I've been a real supporter of Geno's talent and think you can win with him if you fix everything else, the same thing applies to being able to plug a young quarterback in there. And I'm starting to kind of swing that way. There's a couple of guys in this draft that sort of fit that criteria, and that could be had later on. And if you're patient with them. So,
but yeah. And I don't think there's any, I'm a big extend Geno guy we talked about it recently, but
yeah,
I think it's the right thing to do. I think it's a smart thing to do. I think you lower the cap. I think he is a top 10, 12 quarterback and could pitch higher. With all that, I'm still very pro go take a quarterback this draft, but let him learn, let him sit there and learn a bit. And God forbid Geno gets hurt, or you discover in the preseason that you got the next Russell Wilson, or you got the next guy that's the guy. Well, then, okay. Make a call, have the gumption to make a call. I think now is the time to explore that. I just can still not get behind. Sure. I just cannot get behind the, get rid of Geno, roll all the dice all at once.
Right. I'm with you. I just think that the one complicating factor here is Geno may not agree with you. If he's unwilling to take the type of deal the Seahawks offer to accomplish what you're saying, and that's what I think is the right path. If he's not willing to do another team-friendly deal where it lowers his cap hit and there's some void years or whatever, if he wants to put his foot down because he thinks he's a top 10 quarterback and should be paid accordingly, then that complicates. Then they might force their hand because, like as we said last night, he's not playing on that $42 million cap hit and just rolling into the season in the last year of his deal. They're not going to do that.
Do you think there's a team that would pay Geno 40 to 50 a year on average for 3 years?
No, but he might.
Well, that's fine. Then you let him test the market, right?
Yeah. Hopefully he has an agent that's
right. But then you have to have a backup plan, because then that requires you cutting him.
We have Sam Howell. It'll all be fine.
I think the Raiders would. And I think
powerful run here.
Oh, there we go.
I think the Raiders would, and it would be a terrible decision by them. The Raiders make a lot of terrible decisions, and that would just be another one.
Did we talk about it last night? I made this point a couple of days ago, maybe. I think like Ben Johnson has seen 3 times up close Geno Smith shred them.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, he's seen it, right? And I think Geno Smith is Jared Goff. They're very, very similar.
I think he's better than Jared Goff. He's a better decision maker, spins the ball better.
I think his profile's very similar.
They are similar. I think he's better than Darnold. I think he's better than Goff. I think he's closer to Stafford than the other guys are when you like at that next tier of that retrade we were talking about. The other thing with Geno too, real quickly, is Geno's exceptional indoors. Exceptional indoors. All right. From the Raiders, I paid $40 million. Well, who cares? It's all flexible money anyway.
The latest.
They want him. They should trade for him then.
Did you guys see the replay they just showed of the Barkley touchdown?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see the block that made it happen?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know he's a free agent, right?
Ooh.
Like,
what was it? Was it Becton?
It was Becton. You talk about a guy that's transformed his career by moving.
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
Well, also transformed his career by getting the heck out of New York.
And I don't know.
The Jets are a disaster.
Could the Eagles afford to pay him? Like, what's their salary cap situation?
I don't know. They always are able to afford everybody somehow. Howie Roseman is a magician.
He is.
Mekhi Becton at left guard would be very lovely.
Oh God, yes.
Here's where I think. Well, I'll get into it maybe more toward the commercials. Got Hurts dropping back.
Okay,
He's got room to run.
scramble.
Slides.
Oh,
Third and tush
come on,
push.
there's snow on the ground. I need to see a better slide than that. I need like a full.
No, they'll hand off to Barkley on third, and then they'll do tush push if they don't make it with Barkley.
I'm with you, Dan. Every slide needs to be at least 5 to 7 yards just for entertainment.
A little hydroplaning.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
There's nowhere to go with the ball. It's a good decision.
Yeah, nothing.
Hurts pretty good decision maker overall. You don't see him take.
I mean, he went to Oklahoma.
Shots
but
fired.
that was to get out of Alabama. So come on now.
Yeah, that's true. I fully endorse that.
There we go. Easy little conversion.
Okay, so the Eagles have
Corey. We got to sync up. I mean, you could slow your feed down so that way you're not ahead of us. How about that?
Eagles are sitting with about 20 million in cap space for next year.
Okay.
Their big hits. They don't have any
Hotel California. Take it easy. The Eagles.
Darius Slay's an easy cap casualty hit that clears 14 million for him.
Life's been good.
Dallas Goedert doesn't have any guaranteed money on his deal. James Bradbury's an easy cut. They're fine. They're fine. They could pay.
That's annoying.
I know. And then you've got expiring contracts. They really don't have Hurts
is under a crazy deal. As far as how they structured his contract.
His cap number next year is only 21.7.
Yeah. They did voodoo cap magic with Hurts because that was one of the things that we were talking about. I was like, oh, well, the idea of how you pay your quarterback, and a lot of these teams that are paying their quarterbacks very, kind of under that 40 million or less mark. And I was thinking that the Eagles must have been in that situation, but no, he was like a $10 million cap hit and then 20 million next year. Yeah, it's crazy the way they structured that.
So talking about like the veteran QB / getting a rookie, and we hear all the time the only way to really build and the best way to compete with what you were saying, Brandon, is to draft that rookie, have him under a rookie deal, and then build a team around him. So they implemented the rookie wage scale in 2011. How many times has a quarterback won a Super Bowl on his rookie contract since they implemented the rookie wage scale in 2011? I'll let you guys guess. It's been 13 years now.
Say 2 or 3, right?
Mahomes.
Russ.
Now
that's the list.
Yeah.
Twice.
That one, not they didn't win a Super Bowl in their rookie year. They just won a Super Bowl
on their rookie deal.
On their rookie deal.
Okay.
Right. Because everybody's like, that's the way you do it. And so 2 out of the 13 times that we've had an opportunity to do it, that's the way that people have won. Otherwise, they have won with a upper echelon quarterback. Now, Mahomes obviously skews this because of the Chiefs' little run here, but I just thought it was interesting. I'm not necessarily sure that is the best way to get after winning Super Bowls.
Yeah.
There's no perfect. That's
just the way best you do it. I'm just saying, what's the best way? Oh, Hurts takes a big step.
Damn. Verse.
Well,
so
I
annoying.
Think, he's so good.
I think the reason why you don't see a lot of the cast-offs like Jared Goff, like Sam Darnold, like Geno Smith, you don't see that happen because the inconsistencies in their games once you get to the playoffs, to string together 3 and 4 really good games. So many of those quarterbacks, I think, aren't quite capable of doing that because that's what got them to that mid place that they are. And so that's why I think that when people say, well, you can't win a quarterback or you can't win a Super Bowl with Geno Smith, I think that's what they're thinking. They're thinking that to get to a Super Bowl and win it, it would require a string of 3 or 4 games that generally we don't see out of quarterbacks of that caliber.
Yeah, you saw that last night. Like, Daniels is just special and he's just wired in a way that, those moments don't phase him. There's not many guys out there like that. Dan Orlovsky said something pretty fascinating that I think ties right into what you just said about Sam Darnold after his kind of meltdown. Well, he actually, his stat line looked fine in that game. He just didn't make the play when they needed him to make the play, right? And Orlovsky said, Sam Darnold's a guy you can absolutely win with, but you're not going to win because of. And I would argue even that Geno might fit that category, but there's times where he's the only reason we're winning a game or in a game. And I've been trying to tell people that for years, like, oh, this and that. And I'm like, he's the only reason we had a chance to win 9 games last year or 10 this year because of some of the stuff he was doing. And I'm not sure that I think that exceeds, what we've seen Darnold do.
I agree. I'm just wildly into the concept of what if, I know this sounds crazy, what if we saw Geno with a competent offensive line, and then this year with a complementary run game, right? So
to get the most out of it. Yeah,
it's been 3 years with not great OCs and just none of those offensive lines were remotely good at all. I just like, just show me that if we get that for a year where it's like, okay, it's clearly pretty competent O-line.
Yeah.
And we're running the ball. Okay. And Geno's still not giving us a deep playoff run. Fine. I'll eat my words and say it's time. But until then, I've just seen enough good football from him being like, no, he makes plays that other quarterbacks do not make when crap breaks down around him the entire game. And yet we're still scoring 20-something points. It's like week in, week out. So,
yeah. Yeah, and he just can't. It's the mistakes. It's the key mistakes. And if he has another season like that, no matter what they do with him contractually, if he has another year like that, it's, if they don't have a plan in place by then, you can't go out and throw 15 picks again and have him be late in games and red zone opportunities. And you just can't do that again. And I keep trying to tell people that, the anti-Geno crowd, you guys have heard it enough. I'm sure they come at you with, and they talk like he's always done that. It's not the case. It's not the case.
That's exactly right.
Bad year when it came to turnovers and key mistakes. You can't do that again.
Yeah, you're 100% right, Dan. We've tried to talk about this on our show quite a bit as well. I mean, what's the difference between first 2 years of Geno starting and this year? I mean, in terms of him turning over the football, it's the fact that he had an offensive coordinator that tied one hand behind his back every single game and then asked him to go play hero ball, like every single game behind one of the worst offensive lines in football. And we're mad at him because he's thrown a couple extra picks this year. Like, give me a break. Like, Tom Brady would look terrible behind that offensive line with that OC. In fact, maybe not. He'd probably just tell the OC to stuff it up his butt and do his own thing. But I can't believe some of the criticism of Geno is outrageously unfair.
Yeah.
I want to get back to Marlon's question here too, but maybe we'll wait for the next break with the Rams at 2nd and 2, lined up under center.
Who had the first possession in this game?
Flea Flicker.
Flea Flicker.
For a screen.
Okay.
It goes for
fumble!
Oh no! Get on it!
No,
oh my gosh! Fumble luck by the Rams.
Fucking Rams. Dude.
Sean McVay's on the sidelines like, yeah, that's what we do. Why are you guys surprised?
Just whenever we fumble it, it just bounces around on the ground until it comes right back to us. Let's
see if it was even a fumble. It was.
Oh, 100%. He was on top of the defender. Yeah.
His cheek never goes down.
Wow.
Wow. Incredible by him to not.
At least they lost a little yardage on it.
That's all we get.
Come on, Eagles. The one
we
time
don't have our resident Ram. Another
it!
interceptable pass.
Sorry. Dang it. Oh, is that same guy? That's 2 picks.
Yeah, man.
He owes us one. He's shaking his head. Can't get to
Stafford's going to throw one today. I mean,
it's tracking that way, right?
He's moving around like he's my age.
Yeah, man.
He is not comfortable in between plays.
Oh, that I thought might have been tipped.
Oh yeah. It looked like that they might have gotten a little hand on that. You're right, or at least disturbed it in some
Get
way.
him down. Okay, we'll see if they go for it. They probably will.
Well, that's second down.
Oh, that was second down. I thought that was third down. I'm sorry.
Then they should.
I'm going to say they go for it on third down. They choose not to punt on third.
You're
down.
a radical dude, man.
Stafford played.
I know McVay, and I know what he does, and he goes for it on third down.
Stafford's played his entire career in a dome and in LA, and the snow just doesn't even phase him. He's just,
I know. Yeah, and in Georgia before that, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
How many snow games?
Stuff.
Nice. There we go. See, Corey's he's tipping it.
Oh wow!
Let's go.
Wow, a 2-yard loss. Holy shnikes!
There we go.
Wow, sweat just broke right through. Was he unblocked? He's got to be right if it was that quick.
Let's see
who he beats here.
Oh, yep, right through the gap
turn
there.
him loose, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, it looked like Puka was supposed to get over.
Nakuya was supposed
That's
to
a
get
weird
there.
blocking scheme.
I don't know.
Because usually you would think Higbee would try to take the most inside guy and turn the outside guy free and have Puka pick him up, but they tried to do the opposite there.
When I look at the Rams offensive line, which, is good, not great, right? Oh
gosh.
Fumble luck evened out.
Yeah.
Well, sure.
Sure. Do you guys agree? Like, Rams are good, solid offensive line, but not great. I mean, I know they had some injury issues this year, but when I look at their line, I kind of they're sort of the model that I think the Seahawks could kind of emulate this offseason because they went out and spent on a free agent guard to bring a guy in, right? A really good veteran, solid free agent guard. They had good, not great tackles in place, and then they've been drafting guys and. There's one school of thought that we've invested a lot of draft capital. There's a lot of good young pieces there. You got to find a spot for them, or you could just keep adding talent. And what I've been saying is they need to add a free agent, someone they can count on this offseason, someone that's a no-brainer that we all see the signing and we go, that guy's plug and play starter from day one. Doesn't have to be Dre Smith. It doesn't have to be $25 million a year, right? But then you just let guys find their spot because there is talent there. And the example I'd use is they draft Steve Avila last year out of TCU, guy that I loved, played guard at TCU, but he'd played some center and did center at the Senior Bowl and all that. So as a rookie, he's playing left guard, and I think he got hurt. Then they signed Dotson, or they traded for Dotson, signed Jackson, right? So they signed Jackson. Yep. So they move Avila to center. Right. So those guys, and then there's a bunch of injuries. Avila's out for a while. So then Bo Limmer, who they took in the 6th round out of Arkansas this year, right? He plays when Avila gets hurt, plays so well that when Avila comes back, they move him back to guard like that. You just got to have pieces, everybody doesn't have to have like an exact spot. They just need to add one really good player to that unit before the draft.
I think in terms of like a tone setter, that would be important in a leader in trying to bring the cohesion of that unit together. Because maybe I'm wrong, but Charles Cross doesn't seem like that guy. He's such a quiet dude, right? He just doesn't seem like he's that sort of guy. I think Abe with his toughness could be that guy, but also I'm still a little nervous about relying on him for 17 games with the knee and all of that. I hope I'm wrong because he's one of my favorite Seahawks on this team. But yeah, I think bringing in a culture setter, a tone setter, a nasty guy, like I'd want more than anything. I want the dude to be nasty, like almost Richie Incognito nasty.
I was gonna say, that's exactly.
And now we're talking, and then that would rub off on some of those later picks, the Lameas of the world and things like that. I think that'd be awesome.
And I agree, and I think you sign a guy like that and you draft a guy like that. Like I still want a guy in free agency, and then I want a guy in the first 3 rounds, and they both need to be that type of guy. Yeah, just a mauler.
So,
and there's a bunch of those guys in this draft too. There's a bunch.
So, as Marlon says, do you think John will spend the 15 to 20 to get the best card or sub 5? And I think the answer.
I'll say I know what everybody wants. I don't think you have to spend 15 or 20. There's guards out there that the day that they hit the practice field, we will all see, is an upgrade. But that's just, how can I put this? There's guys out there that I probably wouldn't even recognize their name. And I say this because I was looking at some salary cap situations, rosters around the league the other day. And I was reading a story from a Broncos content creator about some of their free agent decisions. And they have a guard I'd never heard of. And he's 28 years old, undrafted, but he's worked his way. He's a very good player. And they were so scared that they're going to lose him this offseason because he's such a good piece of that line. I'm like, there's dudes like that out there.
Right.
Yeah, we just need somebody who's more than a Laken Tomlinson, right? Like, just not that kind of retread Band-Aid kind of dude.
Yeah. Somebody, you can just trust him. You don't have to worry about him. Stick him in there. That's taken care of. Box checked.
That sounds exactly like what John Schneider would say, you guys.
I think the difference this year, because, I get everybody saying he said this and he said this and he's done this for the last 10 years. That head coach is demanding right now, as we speak, probably, because they're probably together today. He's demanding that unit get fixed. And I think also for the first time in his career, John knows if he doesn't fix it this year,
he's out.
He's going to have to work somewhere else, and he doesn't want to. This is where he wants to be. So it's different. It's a different dynamic this year.
Well, I don't think it's so much that the head coach is going to demand it in that one particular area. I think that we've seen John go in the offseason and address areas that are clearly the most deficient part. And I don't know if we've been at the point ever where offensive line has been the most deficient of all the areas. It's been close.
Maybe 18, somewhere in there. I don't know.
But yeah. And 17, 18, where did we go in that offseason? Yeah, I'd have to go back and look.
No, I agree. And I know we talked about this last night too, but like everybody wants to just blame the process that they're having.
They've got space.
Go.
First down.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Beautiful. 3rd and 14.
That was a beautiful swing pass. Look at that.
Yep.
Yeah.
The other thing that appeals to me about Kubiak, and I guess Fraley would fit into this mold as well because he's seen Ben Johnson do it, but I can't remember. It's probably been since Mike Holmgren was here that we've seen a guy that can scheme and design and call well-built screenplays. It just hasn't been part of our offense.
Thomas Brown did it in Chicago. We saw some good screenplays from him.
Yeah.
We've been dreadful at it. And you go watch any of the Saints stuff when they were kind of fully capable, and he uses Kamara the way that you think you should use Kamara.
Yeah,
tons of touches and a lot of screen and swings. So it's a good call.
It's even worse because we see teams beat us to death with screens. Like that's how teams attack McDonald's defense. It just keeps them at bay. I mean,
yeah. What's the spot? I mean, Jimmy G was screening literally 5 minutes into the second quarter.
Yeah.
That's all they did.
To us too. They screened us to death.
Yep.
Yeah. It's tough as a Seahawks fan watching teams screen the hell out of you. You can't run one, and it's unbelievably frustrating.
Well, it's also
space.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah, it's got plenty of room. Yeah.
Oh, they're saying first down. There we go.
That's a hell of a spot. He was short.
It's funny. I love it. You gave it it's a hell of a spot. I gave it's a terrible spot. I just have.
Yeah. Who are you rooting for, Clinton? Come on.
I just competency from the refs is first and foremost competency.
Not today.
Or did you watch the Chiefs Texans game?
Yeah, I watched enough of it. Yeah, I actually watched all of it. I saw so many threads. They're like these 10 plays prove blah 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 blah. And like 2 of them are the egregious ones we all agree on. The other ones are like such stretches. No, that's absolute ticky tack one way or the other. They called it, they didn't call it. Like, calm down.
I thought the best part of that game was that Troy Aikman just wasn't having it. Like the whole game, dude. He was just like, "This is ridiculous."
He's like, "No, yeah."
He was all over. He was all over Mahomes for that attempted flop. When the guy pushed him out of bounds.
Yes, he was.
I liked that. Yeah, there was a lot of pushback there.
Yeah.
Sam asking how much of O-line play depends on scheme. Seems like a lot of the problems weren't an issue of strength and speed, but guys missing blocks and blowing assignments. Is that so much scheme? That's more of a talent issue and maybe a coaching issue. I don't think it's scheme dependent.
I would say 7 if you're talking on a scale of 1 to 10. because I firmly believe that this offensive line would have been 25 to 30% better if Grubb had gotten under center, run the football, like committed to running the football, and put his guys in a position to succeed when their biggest weakness was pass blocking. And yet he put them on islands all the time and asked them to do the thing that they're worst at. That's terrible coaching. Like when I hear people say, actually, Ryan Grubb did a good job. Okay, he understands some passing concepts. That's great. But he doesn't know diddly poo about how to play an offensive line in the NFL. Get under center, run play action, get the guys playing downhill, and you're going to have better results. Does that mean the offensive line would have been completely fixed? Oh, hell no. We need an infusion of talent, no doubt about it. But like a 6 to a 7, that's how much the scheme matters. Get these guys playing in a way that emphasizes their strengths, even if they're not great at those things, and limit the weaknesses.
Yeah.
So quickly, I agree, Adam, and I enjoy that when you made the impersonation of somebody else, you got all Shoresy on us. You were up here with it. You're like, up there, so bravo. Thank you for making me think of Shoresy and making me smile.
No
I appreciate
problem.
that.
Yeah,
Marlon, there were people that said, well, and there were times we said Grubb did a good job at play design. There were so many times where you go, the well-designed pass plays that
I've heard people say on shows, and people in the comments, they'll be like, actually, Ryan Grubb's a really good coach, and it just didn't work out. And it's like, no, he's not a really good coach in the NFL. He is a terrible coach for the NFL. The proof is in the pudding. You can love what he did at Washington all freaking day long. That's great. Get your happy ass back to college and go throw the ball around like you did there. Have a nice day. But you are a bad coach in the NFL, period, point blank, end of story. I'm not having it.
It'd be one thing if at the end of the year we thought he was a different guy or he had learned, he had adapted.
Right.
He just didn't. It was like game one, he should have been like, oh, I don't have Troy Fatanu and Roger Rosengarten as my tackles anymore, so I can't leave them on an island. Maybe I should adjust.
Ooh, Hurts with a nice scramble, taking out a couple guys
up.
too.
Well, he was tackled 2 yards out of bounds.
And Adam we mentioned this on our show last night too, and it's like it's not like he had Lucas and Cross all year. He had Michael Jarrell out there and Stone Forsythe at times, and we're still leaving him alone.
Those are studs, Dad. Those are studs. And
I actually like Jarrell's upside, but I
mean, sure, for first year, right?
Funky.
He's tackling him a yard and a half out of bounds. Come on, man.
I can't see it because of the snow.
Is his name Patrick? No? Oh, it's Jalen. That's right. They're never throwing that far.
Yeah.
No. Suck it up.
Well,
did Philly? Who had the first possession in this game?
Philly got the ball first. I want to say.
Are you sure?
Because they scored on the opening drive.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah,
So
I'll say it different. I'll say it differently.
Double up here then.
Yeah, Philly got the ball first.
Yeah.
Good. Better. No.
A little more bass that time.
Yeah. A little more confidence in my tone. Yeah.
You got to give it to Nick Sirianni. Like he was on thin ice last year. Like he looked like maybe a guy that had just,
AJ Brown.
He dropped it. What happened? He's wide open.
What? He's saying he's out of bounds?
He fumbled. He never secured the catch. It was
the ref didn't say he didn't catch it. He said that he
watch this. He
stepped out of bounds.
He's
he's out of bounds by the time he secured it. Yeah.
Come on, AJ.
Wow.
That's 2 drops from him today. God, dang it.
That hurt my feelings.
Oh,
he came
read
out.
a book. Read a book, AJ.
AJ.
Read a book. Please.
I guess I'm not familiar with this read a book story for AJ Brown. Like, he read a book at one point, and people are excited about it.
He brought a book on the sideline to keep himself, because I guess he does it to keep.
Oh, that's right. And Sirianni was like, "Hey, whatever players need to do to stay in the moment."
But he had been doing it apparently, and somebody caught him on camera.
Yeah,
was it last week? He had a really bad game, and somebody caught him on camera, and so now
is the narrative that this is a problem or not a problem? Like,
no,
what's
what book was?
It's more meme. It's a self-help book. I forget the name of it. It's something with excellence.
How to deal with when you hate your boss?
Yeah,
like
basically, it was just
context matters. What was the book?
It was like
Wuthering Heights.
No. It was not Little Women or Wuthering Heights. None of those things. It was like a self-help excellence book. But It's on Amazon because
You over
it's
there
literally
reading 50 Shades of Grey? I mean,
yeah.
that might matter.
So it's literally up like 53 million% since like in purchases. So the author is happy.
Good. Yeah.
Like literally 53 million% higher.
So we
sales.
need to join the AJ book club.
Yeah,
That could be a
he's
thing.
he's the new
First
Oprah.
down.
There's a
All right.
first down.
What do we got? Little
It's
orbit
funny
motion.
for Lisa's comment there. They were literally college teammates too, which is
Yes, they were.
hilarious. Yeah.
Well, who's this?
AJ and DK.
Yeah. Lisa
Oh,
Carl
okay.
said
Oh,
AJ is their DK
One of the most famous pictures of two draft prospects ever.
with their shirts
No
off.
kidding, right?
Oh God, yes, yeah. There's not 3% body fat between the two of them.
Yeah, I have more body fat in my pinky than they do on their entire bodies.
An old
My first roommate at college was this guy named Larry, and I think he was about 32% body fat. It was gross. It was horrible. Horrible roommate. Horrible. Larry, I hope you're doing poorly.
What do you guys have a problem with 32%?
What's wrong with 32% body fat?
I resemble that remark. What's happening here?
Yeah.
Not when you're 18 years old. And
On
guy
the
didn't
other
like
side of
wearing
the spectrum,
shirts.
I have an
But that's
He's
the
allergic
part.
to shirts too.
That's
Oh, no.
that's the detail you probably should have left out, or
Yeah.
that you should have brought into this. 'Cause,
Should have led with, yeah.
32%.
Terrible
Then
roommate.
shirts are kind of required.
Yeah.
Shirts are
when you're
mandatory.
roommates.
So I stayed
Exactly.
at Airbnb the other day and had a fully glass shower. And then for whatever reason, they put a mirror like dead opposite of it, a full length mirror. So you couldn't just like not watch yourself in the shower. It was awful. Yeah, like I turned on the shower. I'm like, no. Like I had to avert eye contact with myself the whole time. It was
Is that
so
the
awkward.
honeymoon suite?
No.
I know, right?
Oh, no, Hurts.
Well,
Oh no! Get it!
Okay.
what happened?
Fumble
They
by
fumbled?
Hurts.
Oh God,
God's sake.
they recovered it.
Now they're out of field
Yeah,
goal.
but now they're
range.
out of field goal range.
Christ.
Well, for now, we got one more.
One timeout. They're just going to let that burn? What are you
Maybe
doing?
down
What are we
to
doing,
8.
guys? What are we
Oh, they
doing?
only have the one timeout though.
But you got to
why not?
What are you
Why
doing?
not
Let
use
play-
it?
Oh my God. You're not even going to take a shot
But then he calls timeout now?
for a Hail Mary?
For
He
a
could
Hail
have won
Mary?
2 plays.
What are we doing? Why not just throw a 10-yard out?
Yeah,
What?
and then run on the
Or-
field goal
yeah.
team on.
Unbelievable.
Dude.
What in the hell was
I
that?
mean, clock management, especially against this stupid team.
How often we see it go bad? Like
It's
these are
horrible.
supposed to be the smartest people in the freaking world,
And they all have like clock management gurus on their sidelines.
right?
Like that's their job.
I think all head coaches should have that guy. And when they do something like Sirianni just did, they should get a free slap of
I was
just
gonna
right
say,
to the
yeah.
face, like walk up directly after the decision and
Like a
just
good,
smack him.
yeah, there should be like a very specific glove for it, right?
Yes.
Bring it
Oh,
back.
out comes the purple glove, boys. Here we go.
I like that.
Why did they do that?
I don't understand any of that.
AJ Hail Mary. Here we go.
Well,
Now the Rams are calling timeout just to talk about how stupid Sirianni is.
Yep.
yeah, that's a troll job. We're gonna
Yeah.
call timeout to show you when you should have called timeout.
Kale saying glad to see Chicago level clock management.
Golly.
That and Raheem Morris, the last Falcons game, that was a disaster.
Delwyn saying Stafford would have been called in the grass on that. Who said in the grass?
In the grass.
Should have been the grass.
I like it. Is Barkley
Was that an
banged up?
announcer
Huh?
that said in the grass?
Must have been.
God dang.
The Airbnb just knows its
Yeah.
business, Adam.
Yeah, exactly.
I
What its
couldn't help but
customers
think
want.
that there was like a camera in that mirror or something. But that was just so
Ooh.
incredibly awkward for me. Like I'm not a naked person. I'm not into it. Nobody needs to see that. I don't
You
even
need a
want to see
curtain.
that. Yeah. No,
Okay.
it was a glass deal.
Yeah,
All right. 3rd and 23.
they're gonna
Glass
hand
hand.
off to Barkley.
I don't understand why they.
Is it a handoff?
They're gonna blitz.
If they run a give up play, I'll lose my mind. Okay, they didn't.
They're sending 5 dudes though.
And
Look
he can't-
out! And sacked.
Man.
Get a throw.
Wah, wah.
Yeah, boo. That's right, Jared Verse.
They're
Bowl
leading.
thumbs down.
They're leading, but it doesn't feel like it.
Well, at least
That's Eagles
Verse got a
football,
sack
baby.
this week.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah, Jesus. Okay. Well, they are leading.
Were they at least killing Sirianni for the timeout usage there on the broadcast? Because I've got the sound.
Oh, I did not.
I'm looking on. I haven't seen a single thing about it on Twitter. It's the most bizarre thing. You'd think they'd be melting down.
The Rams will get the ball after the half.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy.
Well, did you hear that, Clinton? Sean McVay loves getting the ball after half. He's team deferred. That's what he loves.
No, that's great. He's smart.
Oh, so the Rams are starting with the ball.
That's what it sounds like.
After the half, yeah, they get the ball.
Son of a bitch. Even more reason. What the hell were they doing there? That was
hard telling, not knowing.
Yeah, to go get at least 3, right? So halftime topic. There's a Dave Portnoy DraftKings bet that he put out there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they do the sponsor bets and blah, blah, blah. So it's this pretty insane touchdown parlay. So Jahmyr Gibbs, Jamison Williams, these are all to score touchdowns. Jamison Williams, Jalen Hurts, Kyron Williams, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Khalil Shakir. $10 pays 22,100 and change. So a lot of good odds there. It's a plus 21,000 and change, but he's 3. He needs which I hope it breaks right here. He's got Kyron Williams to be the next one. So hopefully that does not hit. So
take the payout. What's the payout right now?
Yeah, exactly. Whatever the cash out is, take it.
Take it.
It's got to be something, right? A few bucks.
All right, guys, I got to bow out.
All right.
I got to do some stuff, but always good hanging with you. And
thanks, Dan.
Can't believe I'm about to say this, but go Eagles.
Go Eagles.
Yeah, fly, right? Eagles, fly.
Just for one day.
Hey, Adam, I got to get you on the show when when do you expect to have your annual quarterback evaluations ready?
I was starting to watch some of the lesser tier guys here this last week. I'm going to try to do it a little earlier this year. So probably by, I don't know, 2nd or 3rd week of February here. Cool. I should be through everybody. But yeah, no, I'd appreciate that, man. You bet.
I'll be in touch.
Awesome.
All right. See you guys.
All right.
See ya.
Peace.
Marlon's saying this is what a top tier team with bad coaching looks like. I wouldn't say bad coaching. I would say, okay coaching. Like Sirianni's okay.
It's okay.
A lot of people saying thanks to Dan. If Dan's already out, but if Dan tunes in to watch, I'll sure that
he feels it. It's okay. He feels it.
He feels the love. Yeah.
What was the question that Maximus Relda saying, "Oh my God, I made a live stream of all 4 of you go Hawks." Thanks to Maximus.
All 4 of us love you too, dude. So,
thank you. Yeah.
So how are we feeling about this game at halftime?
5.5.
It feels like the Eagles should, like they've missed on a lot of opportunities, especially interception opportunities. And then there was that fumble opportunity, like turnovers. Yeah. They could have had maybe 3 turnovers in the first half.
Not when the NFL has a joystick on the football that they control.
Like, yeah, exactly. I'm more towards a 7 out of 10 from the 5.5, specifically because it seems to me that when the Eagles were intent on running, they were able to run the football, and I think that's a good thing. And besides the Rams' first drive, it's really been kind of sloppy and like lucky that they didn't get turnovers. So hopefully we just get a little turnover luck in the second half if we get those chances. So I'm more of a 7. I think we'd love to have more than 3, but 3-point lead, that is. I just think the Eagles outplayed the Rams pretty significantly that half.
Right. Yeah, if they did outplay them, but they should have more points, I think, to account for it. And that you let the Rams hang in. We've seen what happens when teams do that, and that's
And the missed extra point doesn't help at all, right? So, yeah, they left a lot on the table there. That last drive, you got to be kicking a field goal with no time left to at least get a chance at 3, and that's a big whiff.
Yeah. No, that
DJ Nichols saying Rams aren't built for the weather. Eagles will win in ugly fashion with the run game. It does kind of feel like how this game's going.
Yes, please. I would take that. But doesn't this feel like Eagles football, though? I mean, look at last week and, just kind of their whole season. You're always sitting there thinking, man, I think they're a little better than this. But then they don't really just blow people out. They have. But for the most part, it's tighter, tougher games than you would think, and they managed to prevail.
The Marlon's saying how often Adam's right about quarterbacks. Some GMs need to be watching your quarterback report and taking notes. Hey, this is part of the goal. Writing checks.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just thinking about that
Valuable info.
This morning I was at the old YMCA, and I was thinking about your series, and I was like, I remember we made this beautiful thumbnail that said QB1, had a picture of Jaden Daniels in the LSU uniform, and it looked gorgeous. And you did this entire series, and it actually, it didn't really do good numbers this year. And we were like, the three of us talking like, why? Like, what's going on? Like, very few people, or fewer people than normal, because usually it's always Seahawks. And obviously we were not in the market for a QB, but it's still NFL QB. And it did less numbers than we thought it might. It's like, damn, dude, you were so correct. And I just think we got to get a little more fanfare around it this year, because it's deserving of it, my man. It's you nailed it.
Yeah. Well, Brandan, you had Jaden as your number one as well, right?
Yeah. I had Jaden as my number one. Yeah. I had Caleb a little bit higher than you. But I think, did we both end up with Bo as our number two?
Like May. Yeah.
I didn't like May. I had Caleb higher than May. But I think we both ended up with Bo as our number two.
That's awesome if you did. Yeah. Yeah. I don't remember.
Or maybe Bo was my 3.
Yeah. I think you had like Jaden, Caleb,
Bo. Yeah.
Penix, Drake or something. Yeah.
Drake was my 5th or 6th. Yeah.
Yeah.
I might have had Jade. I had JJ ahead of Drake.
Oh, my point remains. My point remains. People need to pay attention this year to it, because both of you guys absolutely crushed it.
Joe Milton was not on our list, Maximus, of quarterbacks that we watched. Yeah. Did you have a chance to go back and watch his game against the Bills? Because no. I did that before the stream.
Oh, did you? Yeah, no, I have not watched him as a Patriot play. Going back to his college stuff, though, and watching that, I mean, it was Anthony Richardson light. I'm not interested. Then I hear Bill Simmons talking about it and being like, yeah, he played well enough that we're going to be able to con some team out of picks to, bring in Joe Milton. Like, he's excited about the idea of fleecing another team. So that tells you a little bit of what you need to know there.
Oh, they'll absolutely fleece a team. And this would be the time to do it, would be after that game, because I think he showed more than Richardson in just that one game against the Bills, because he threw a lot of, 10-yard outs real well, which is something you don't see a whole lot of, really great, accurate 10-yard outs from Anthony Richardson. So he had that part down. It was against Bills' second stringers and very little pressure. They started to pressure him toward the end of the game, and that's when he started to crumble a little bit. But he also had this one just incredible play that ended up getting called back because of a holding call, where he spun out of pressure, rolled to his left, threw it to the end zone. It would have been a touchdown if not for the holding call. And so I think it's that play that people look at and go, ooh, I like what I saw in that one moment. But the other plays, like in the fourth quarter, where they started to get a little pressure on him, he was crumbling. But some of his navigation of the pocket when just under a little bit of pressure, I thought he had improved. And so there might be a little bit of coaching that was happening in New England that coached him up a little bit. But he's going to be a backup quarterback. I don't see him being a starting quarterback.
Is that how you see Joe Milton, Clinton, after watching his Hall of Fame performance against the Bills backups?
I think Brandan said it best, that I think he showed more in that game than we've seen from Anthony Richardson in 2 years of football, even though the first year was really injured and this year was just a disaster. And I think I think he's okay. I think he could be better than okay. There was enough there that's like, okay. I think Brandan, again, the other part you said is he was routinely hitting the 10-yard outs and things like that earlier in the game, the things you just have to have as an NFL quarterback, and you cannot be without. So,
but you can get that from, I think you can go get Jacoby Brissett if you want to throw 10-yard outs.
No, I understand. Right. And then you put the thing you finish with, right? The play that's like, wow, very few people could escape, roll left, throw the ball 35 yards on a rope while going left on the sideline to beat a defender, like put it in a bread box. Very few people can do that, period.
Then you can bring in Zach Wilson.
I like where your head's at. Little wildcat with Zach and Jacoby. That should do it.
0. I would not trade anything for Joe Milton. It makes no sense. Would
you trade Sam Howell for Joe Milton?
I would trade Sam Howell for Joe Milton.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, I'd be happy to do that. Now, with that said, though, this feels so Matt Flinney to me. Like the idea that the backup comes in, has 1 or 2 great games. Remember when Will Levis had like a good half a season? You know, remember CJ Stroud's year last year compared to this year? Like so many of these guys can flash for half a tick, and you're like, wait a second. Like if they all come back down to earth. You got to give me a hell of a lot more than 1 game against the backup Bills. I'm going to revert back to what I saw him do on the regular in college, and think that's probably closer to the norm than what he did in 1 game.
But I think you can improve in the NFL through some coaching. And so I think that what we saw in that 1 game, like there was some improvements that I had questions about whether or not he'd be able to do. When it comes down to giving up something, like for the Patriots to trade Joe Milton, it would probably a 3rd or higher would make sense. And giving up a 3rd or higher to go get that kind of quarterback for the Seahawks would be nonsensical.
Why in the world would you pay a 3rd or higher for Joe Milton?
I think that's what the Patriots would be looking for, because otherwise you just keep him, right? Like why would you? So. Because he would be a valuable piece of having a backup quarterback in your offense that for 3 more years, why would you give him up for anything but, is what I'm saying.
I guess it depends on how Vrabel feels about him. You know, he didn't love Malik
Willis.
Yeah,
if they're going to get rid of him anyway, then they take what they can get. But
I had to walk away for a sec. Were you guys discussing like what the Patriots could get for him?
Yeah. Brandon,
well, what they could get versus what they would want for him, because if you have a backup quarterback under contract for 3 years, you wouldn't give that up for less than what you drafted him for, obviously.
Right. But I think they could probably get a 3rd. They took him in the 6th, right?
Oh, yeah. If a team offered them a 3rd, they should absolutely take it.
But I think they could this year, based on like that's why last year. I think if Joe Milton is in this class, I think he's going to be pretty far up the board.
I think you can find a dude in this class that you can get. If you're just going to stash a dude, like why would you give up as a team a 3rd round pick?
Well, no, I agree, but I think the same type of dude you're talking about is going to get drafted in the 2nd or 3rd round this year anyway, because there's much less QB quality. That's my guess.
Or if you want a developmental quarterback, go get one of these dudes who's a free agent, like Zach Wilson, like Mac Jones.
I think that's okay too.
You know who you should trade for?
I know who I want to trade for.
Who do you want?
Probably the same guy that you want to trade for.
Yeah.
But the Jets give him up.
Well, yeah, they're going to bring in a new coach, like a new GM. Like he wasn't drafted by those guys, or isn't?
Were you going to say Jordan Travis?
Hell yeah. I was trying to make a joke out of it because I've said it a zillion times, but at the end of the day, like that one's a no brainer. Cause again, you don't have to give up more than probably a 5th to go get Jordan Travis. Hell, you might even be able to offload Sam Howell. Like that would be amazing.
You could do a pick swap for that. The Jets might just be silly enough to do that. Now we are to kick off.
Okay, I'm gonna grab a quick snack. I'll be right back.
Oh yeah, we're at kickoff. Can we try and maybe sync again?
All right, just kicked it.
Oh.
Okay, and we just kicked it.
Okay, so I need to pause a half a tick.
Just like 5 seconds.
Yeah, less than that. Okay, Sirianni's leaning in and preparing to care about sideline reporter questions.
Yeah, you were about 2 seconds ahead of me.
Okay,
he's answering now.
Yep.
Tell me when he finishes his answer.
Just finished.
I should turn the volume on.
Okay. I was a little ahead of both of you guys. Now.
And you just walked away.
Okay, perfect. I'm right with you. All right. I'll be right back, fellas.
All right.
Okay.
Sounds good. We have talked a little bit about home and away games. Stafford throws it
Oh, there we go. Out. Nothing
bounds.
there. Yep. No PI. Good.
I think Maximus, we talked a little bit about home and away just in the context of which games that we might consider going to. We don't get into opponents too much until we actually have an actual schedule.
Yeah, schedule night, we like to go live. At least I do. Adam hates it, right? Adam can't stand it, but I like it. You like it. And a lot of our opponent, people were super psyched when it was revealed that it's going to be the NFC South until the NFC South is now getting good.
Right.
You know, Panthers next year.
I mean, good. I mean,
but they finished.
Better.
They finished very strong, and it's like, okay, well, dude, I trust their coach, and I'm just saying, look, all of a sudden you got to go face Bryce Young, who looked a lot better, Penix, who is good and looked good, the Buccaneers, who are a good football team,
yeah,
and then you got the Saints, who are kind of not. They don't really know who they are right now. I'm not saying it's the toughest division, but it's not a cakewalk. People were like, "Oh, those are 3 wins." Like, no.
But if you had to pick a division within the NFC that you wanted to be scheduled against, it would still be that division.
Yeah.
We'll check down.
Yes, you're right.
Going to be short.
Although the Cowboys and Giants are both bad football teams, but you're not
They're bad. But I think.
But the other two are good.
Yeah.
But the other two are good football teams, though. You know, that's the other side of it. Like really good football teams. So. All right, they're punting. Nice job by
good job defense.
The Eagles. There we go. 3 and out. Only a minute and.
It was a Parkinson sighting.
There we go.
He never really had catching.
No, not issues.
Yeah,
it just didn't he wasn't as involved as you thought.
Right.
Thought he might be. That's. And that was when we were running lots of 12 and 13 personnel too. Okay, return for a couple of yards. Eagles ball with the 15-yard
returns punts.
Does it all. It's a triple threat.
Yeah. Could have had that guy.
Yes. Here's Becton kicking that out right there. It was Becton getting blasted later though by Verse on one of those sacks, but
right.
You're not going to win them all.
I wonder if he's going to want to try and get paid as a tackle though, with him being a free agent. Or if he's going to,
I don't know, maybe be like, or maybe he just figured out and his agent's like, hey, now you can go get top guard market, which is still damn good in what is a resurrected career because he was run out of town.
Mm-hmm. Hurts quick throw, the sideline. Nice 7-yard pickup.
Is that Devonta?
Yep.
That's it. Easy money right there. 7 yards on first down. We'll take it.
Yeah. Probably see a run here. Second down.
You would think.
So far, stat-wise, for the Eagles, Saquon, 11 carries, 9. Oh, and he had the one breakout run. That's why he has 94 yards.
It's okay. Well, that's what, but it's, it's not like that's what he does. So there's the
Rams also knew he was running on the second down.
About a yard loss, going to set up 3rd and 4 about. Eagles tried to kick it right. Just was a no-go from Jump Street. So 3rd and 4, what do you want to see, Brandon? Who do you want the ball going to?
I think I would hand it off to Saquon again. You're on 3rd down.
Okay. I wouldn't mind a quick little slant to AJ or something easy. Or
you pick up 2 or 3, and then you push your way. Oh, they are. Yeah, you'd like to get the first down here, wouldn't you? Yeah, a little throw.
It's a slant, but
behind him.
He did the things, but it's almost like Hurts expected him to stop.
Yeah. Or it was a bad throw by Hurts. He does that sometimes too.
Yeah, that's true. It was the play I wanted though. A little quick slant to AJ. Yeah, I just think he had a dude in his face, and that was that.
Let's see. Eagles run coordinators plans next year. So for their run game, do they have a passing? They have 2. Oh,
Tackle.
so their run game coordinator Also their offensive line coach, Jeff Stoutland.
Yeah, they just had him on screen before. Just for a few seconds. They actually had his name, which, for that position is something to be highlighted during a broadcast.
At 62, he does not seem like the type of guy who is necessarily going to elevate to offensive coordinator at this point after being an offensive line coach for his entire career.
Likely correct.
Yeah. But I like the thinking.
I thought the Texans, I know Bobby Slowick got lots of love basically a year and a half ago at this point, and then less this year.
It was a year ago. It was this time last year.
A year ago, exactly. And then not so much this year. I thought they actually, in the playoffs, played pretty well. Both games. Obviously, they won the game they won. That goes without saying. But I thought yesterday their offense played pretty well. I didn't think it was a challenge. They were moving the ball against Kansas City, and Kansas City is a very good defensive team. They put a lot of heat on the quarterback, but there was a good balance yesterday from the Texans. It just wasn't enough type thing towards the end. And then the Chiefs do what they do, and they end up with 9 sacks, which was crazy.
That offensive line has been
it's not good.
That seemed more like a talent issue. Well, they did struggle with balance throughout the year too, but I think that was more of.
Yeah, but Joe Mixon was good. Joe Mixon had a good year. He had plenty of yards. I think Slowick got a little bit of the bum's rush, if you will, this year. I didn't think he was, maybe just wasn't as hot as the year prior, but I still think he did pretty good on a team that had a lot of change.
Their offensive line was bad.
Yeah, it's bad. I think similar with Stroud, people were like, oh, sophomore slump, and stats are what they are. I get it. I just, again, to me, it's like I've seen Stroud now for 2 years. I'm like, okay, this guy can play football. This guy's good. But just like everybody else, got to fix the O-line. So. Where did the Rams get the ball? I was paying attention, but I forget where it was. Guess we'll find out in 2 seconds.
Yeah, snow coming down. It almost looks a little sleety.
Yeah. It's funny. I'm not too far from Philly, but we have nothing.
No?
Nope.
Rams at the 25.
Hand off to Kyron, breaks it back right. About 6 yards on first down.
Hey, Adam's back.
There he is.
Oh, hello, good buddy.
How's Ollie doing?
Oh, Ollie's good. He's this is his element, man. 15 degrees, it's snowing on his head. He doesn't come inside. He's just lying in a snowbank, just being like, this is the best.
I love it. It's great.
My dog hates the cold and the snow.
Yeah. They're very
but I also have a little dog, so he cannot walk very well. Ooh,
Stafford deep down the right-hand side.
Puka couldn't get there.
Good.
Yeah, it's a miss. I think I might be a smidge ahead of you guys now, so I could try and pause.
It's all good, man.
Yeah.
My dog.
Yeah. Ollie will sit out there in just the rain, and he just doesn't care. He's about twice the size and just hair. So
I don't know if the Texans O-line is an upgrade from ours. I think we have better tackles than the Texans O-line.
Equally crappy?
Do you like Cross better than Tunsil?
I think I do. Tunsil is kind of.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Stafford
they might be
going deep
again.
Oh.
Come on. 34 not know how to knock down passes rather than just watch them go into the opponent's hands.
Cooper Kupp acting like it's Cheney out there. Cheney, Washington.
Yeah. Man. I think it's he actually interfered with him too at the last second, and still. That's a nice play. Dang it. All right. 37-yard line.
Rodgers.
Here's a
Oh,
big
Kyron with a
gasher.
huge
Oh,
run.
no.
Oh, my gosh.
No,
They can't
make
even
a
tackle.
Oh, down to the 7.
Williams, 7-yard line through the gut. Poor tackling.
All right, Eagles defense. This isn't what you wanted out of the half. Come on.
Is this still their first drive after receiving the ball at halftime?
No, they punted
No.
the
Okay.
first drive.
That's what
Both teams have punted.
Yeah, I think they were 3 and out.
They were.
Jalen Carter with the token effort to get Kyron there.
Oh, fumble. Ball's on the ground.
Of course it goes
Kyron recovered it. Hop right back on it.
every effing time with this effing team.
Yeah,
That's all right. That's a good first down. That puts them back. This is
It's not all right, Brandon. One of these has to be like a fumble lost. Like, give me a fucking break with this.
Yeah, their fumble luck is stupid. It is ridiculous. Uncanny, this team. Stafford just threw it into his chest.
right through his hands.
I mean, Stafford's not been, I don't want to jinx it, but he hasn't been very accurate downfield. Ball should be picked off.
He hit that one.
Stafford back to pass. Checks it down to Higbee, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Only 2 yards, so it's going to set up 3rd and goal, but from the
3rd and goal from the
13, basically.
Yeah.
All right, something like that. Okay, well, that's pretty good.
Just at least hold them to 3. Come on.
Exactly. Very advantageous position to play some zone here.
Just got to keep this to 10 yards or less.
Just a tiny, tiny tap. Shoddy.
How about a sack?
Not bad a sack. Shotgun.
They only got
Motion
3
Higbee.
linemen.
It's almost
He's gonna get
frustrating
some
if they
time
went
here.
backwards there because they'll have more space.
Stafford tried to break left.
Get him!
Stafford's gonna
Get him!
He's going
There we
down.
go.
There it
he
is.
goes down. Very nice. Big
Yeah.
sack. Hey, in this bad weather too, that makes that field goal that much harder. So let's see it.
Yeah.
Probably a
Footing,
loss
yeah.
of 7. So
It was impressive to get to him with just 3.
yeah, I agree. It's
But
nice job.
obviously covered up well downfield.
Who is? I guess I don't know. 58.
Is that Sweat? I don't know. No, so it was 19. Hunt. All right. Lining up for the 34-yarder from the right hash.
Fall down kicker.
Fall down kicker.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sneaks it.
yeah.
All right, fine.
Just
Jalix Hunt is their backup outside linebacker behind.
Okay. All right.
good for him.
All right, Philly. Saquon gets at least 6 touches this drive. Let's go.
I like that. Yeah. And for anybody that's here now too, we got a bunch of folks with us. Thank you. We had Dan Viennes on earlier, and if you go to the YouTube channel, our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Seahawkers podcast, you'll see Dan was a special guest just last night. And that episode came on right after Commanders Lions, and was a good discussion of the OC hunt. And Dan's also a kind of a draft nerd, admittedly so. So he gave some early draft crushes with some names that he really thinks the Seahawks should take some looks at. So, which was cool. I still haven't mentally turned the page fully. I think I kind of need to get to and through the Super Bowl before I start to think about the draft.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm way there. I'm already there. What Super Bowl? I don't care. Like, yeah.
I'm thinking about positions and stuff like that. And then you see the guy, you see Warren from Penn State and go, oh boy, would it be cool if he's sitting there at 18? But I'm just not getting into individual names yet. So it was kind of nice for me to start doing that last night, in fact.
This trip to Dallas is kind of sneaking up on us. Adam leaves Thursday, I leave Friday.
Yeah.
And I need to start going through the list of names of dudes who are there. So that way, if we get a chance to interview anybody down in Dallas, that we have a few names in mind.
Yeah, I actually looked up the interior offensive lineman. I have the list. I was going to start going through it and like watching some of the dudes and seeing if there was any of those guys that were exciting to me. And because it would be neat. It'd be neat to be able to talk to a potential future Seahawk that way.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
The Snail, we may not be in the playoffs in real life, but in Madden, 1 game away from 2 straight. Who's your quarterback, Snail?
Dynasty.
Are you rolling with Geno, or did you user-generated quarterback? Because I know when I played Madden, I wanted to create a player that was kind of like me, and I'd quarterback the team.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
You give him
So
beer?
didn't run super fast and throw it very far. Like what? Yeah. How'd that go?
Had a smooth voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I give him all the best traits. I throw on number
so he's
17.
just like you. Yeah.
Just like me.
Yeah.
It was AI, Brandon.
AI, just
Yeah,
AI.
right. That's funny.
I like how Clinton's camera's slowly starting to pan down. Before by the end of the stream, we're gonna get to see
What I've been wanting to see all stream, baby. Come on, keep that pointing down, Clinton.
Dogzilla Monster with the $2 super chat. Is Dan gone looking for his axe pick? He was just hanging out through the first half of the show, Dogzilla. So if you missed it, we had some good discussions. If you want to go back and tune in to watch, maybe after the game's over. But yeah, we tried to throw in some good discussions around the commercial breaks, and really cool of Dan to hang out even for a half.
Yeah, he's great.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
I like that he invited Adam to go on and talk QBs when you get that work done. So that's good.
It wasn't me that he invited on. That's fine.
Are you the quarterback, Drew? Where's your list?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't got to it yet.
Yeah. Okay.
We started doing quarterbacks together last year.
That's true.
Well. I catfishing hate how this game is looking. This is looking very much like the lucky Rams win when they get a break near the end and win it with a field goal. It's
yeah.
No,
hey,
let's see.
You reverse jinxing it right here. Well.
Good idea.
I
Yeah.
got a little pistol formation here, boys.
You're wrong. Well. This is where the Eagles score. And they get a touchdown, and then they pick off Stafford and put it up 2 scores on the next drive.
I like that version.
Put this game away.
What do you guys think?
With 1 touch?
Yeah, right. He needs a lot more. One of 6, right? You wanted 6.
Yep.
6 would indicate at least probably 2 first downs. So, which I get and I like.
Sam's using us. Okay, so
Okay,
maybe we need some play-by-play with
is
Hurts dropping back here.
Second
Got all
back,
day.
scrambling
Time rolls
around.
out.
Go.
Gotta take the 4 yards.
Runs for about 4 yards. Third and manageable.
He's just not as fast as you think he is sometimes.
He's not real fast.
I know.
He's never been a burner so much, but
I
although
always
him to be that
faster.
early run, he ran away from the entire Rams defense. So I think he has
strong as hell, but not that fast.
Fast enough.
No, yeah, he is, but
he's faster than Baker.
Yeah, he is, but he's also a lot less sneaky than say Mahomes. He's probably not much faster. It's just that Mahomes is a much better evader of
Sure.
What's to come.
Manipulator of the rules. Is that what you said?
Cheater is another word you could use.
Space time
manipulator. Drop back in the pocket.
Yes,
the middle.
Yes,
wide
yes,
open.
Wide open.
Is that Goddard? Is that Goddard? Who's that? Yes,
88?
Dallas Goddard.
Yeah.
Dude, Goddard had such a nice play last week with that stiff arm for about 20 yards.
Yeah, that was pretty sweet.
And then he got the angry run scepter because of it, which is cool. So Hurts had plenty of time. Just
he slipped.
Yeah. Simple route of the middle, and then bam, lots of yak.
And Lake just deciding to take a nap during the play.
Eagles now down to the 35, basically 34-yard line. 1st and 10. Play action, roll out right. Hurts got time, dumps over the middle. Another 5 yards to Goddard. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, maybe 4.
2nd and 5. This is some easy lover stuff right here, guys. You know what I'm saying? It's easy. Let's go.
Yeah, maybe time to get Saquon the ball again here.
Wouldn't hate that.
Yeah, has he even touched the ball here?
They say 2nd and 6. I say pshaw.
The Rams are definitely playing to stop Saquon, though.
Yes, they've adjusted and they've been
you
better.
Can't throw it to him.
But here's Saquon
There's
up
nice
the gut. Heck yeah, Brandon. Heck yeah.
Not enough playing Saquon. Look at that. See? 6-7 yards.
Beautiful. Another move the chains. 1st down. Let's look at the blocking. We got the all 22. Yeah.
Saquon's hand looks fine.
Yeah.
They were doing something to it.
They wrapped it earlier. He got smacked in the first quarter.
All right, 1st and 10 from the 22.
Yep.
Jalen in the gun, fakes a screen.
Let's go.
Going deep
no.
left
Oh my
sideline,
gosh.
nearly picked into double coverage. I don't know what he was thinking there.
I think he was just thinking to put it up as a 50-50 ball, but it ended up being 20-80.
Yeah, 20-80 ball, yeah.
You know what I was
Especially with
thinking?
AJ Brown's stone hands today.
Yeah. You know what I was thinking when I saw that ball pop in the air?
Picked.
Well, like that Kelly Witherspoon pick, yeah. At the end of the stupid freaking
It just bounced right off his face.
Two heads.
Wow, underthrown.
Oh, yeah, terribly underthrown. All right, 2nd and 10.
All right, no more touches for Saquon. Don't give him the ball again.
Yeah, play action. Go right back to it. Get it to AJ again here.
Here comes. Oh no, it's not Barkley. Screen,
little
beautiful
screen.
setup.
That was a very well executed.
Down to the 3-yard line. I thought Barkley had the ball for about a good 30 minutes. So
Yeah.
Count me. I was duped. Oh, flag on the play. What?
Oh, late flag. Oh, ineligible downfield.
Oh, Mackay. Come on, Becton.
Okay. You don't want him. Screw that.
But I mean, come on, man. You know it's a screen. You know, you got to sell it, but you can only sell it for a yard or so. That's the rules.
See, Dan pumping up 77, and now.
Well, he did have a nice block on that.
Okay, how far
How
down did he
downfield
travel?
was he?
Oh
yeah, right there. He was thinking the ball should have been out by then.
Says that's too. No,
That one might not be on Becton.
it's on Becton.
He's a
2
long
yards.
developing play, that's for sure. But
The other 4 guys didn't do it.
that's right. I think his inner jet came out. Oh, Hurd scrambling around, and he's going to go down for a loss of 2.
Oh, and
He's hurt.
okay. He's not well.
That's okay. He's
Charlie
like Stafford. He's
He's a tough guy. Oh, he's about
tough
to get
guy.
his
Oh,
legs,
God.
Ow.
Jeez.
left knee sprain. Jeez,
After he got
Louise.
punched in the gut too.
Isn't that a hip? What's the tackle you're not allowed to do anymore?
drop.
Oh, God. Yeah, hip
Yeah.
drop. He's right close to it. Tell you that much. So that's
No
exactly what they're
swing.
trying to prevent. Yeah,
All
swingish
right.
stuff.
Can we just get 7 yards here?
Right. What do you want here? A little check down to Goddard. Just get some.
Yeah, run everybody off. Do the back over the
There's
middle.
a give up run play,
Run the
but it
ball.
only
for
got 4.
3.
I'll settle
Pretty
for
long
that.
field goal coming up. Not bad, but it's fairly long field goal. All right, let's
for a
see it.
dude who already missed an extra point today.
That's okay. Let's see it. This is a battle. This is a freaking battle.
Hey, go Hawks, Jay.
Yeah.
Jay.
Thanks for joining us.
Elliott's been a good kicker for the majority of his career, I think.
Yeah. All right. From the left hash.
You can do it.
And it's up. That's gonna be good.
Good.
Got
There we
it.
go.
Okay. It started
Good.
to
Yeah.
tail to the right at the end.
She started to shimmy. All right. Yeah, but we're okay. I got a big delay, don't I? I did that like 30 seconds ago.
I called it off the foot. It was good.
Delay is terrible.
DJ Nichols saying we talk quarterback and O-line plenty. Any upcoming free agents or guys in the draft at skill playmaker positions that you guys have your eye on?
Offensively or defensively?
I think offensively, since we're doing quarterback O-line, I think we're leaning play. DJ saying playmaker. I'm gonna say it's offense.
Okay. Because offensively, I've got one dude, but I think if they don't go offensive line early in the draft, I want them to go edge. I think if they could add a big time edge player, I think that really unlocks the rest of what Mike wants to do on defense. But in terms of offense, I'm telling you, man, if you can get this dude in the 3rd or the 4th, get me the Scataboo. I
think he's going to
guy.
go sooner. I think a lot of people like him. I think he's going to go earlier than the 3rd or the 4th.
You think so? Even after his 40 time, it's not going to look good.
I think
You
so.
think
I think
you
somebody's
think
gonna
he's
take
an
him for a
you think
second.
he's an NFL player, huh?
Oh, yeah. More than
Yeah?
Sharps. More than Sharps. Like, he's an actual power back.
I think he goes late second.
Hmm.
If it's that early, I'm not sure that I want the guy. But yeah.
The Snail saying
Yeah.
hit the live button. Thanks for the great season, guys. We're synced up now, Snail. There's nothing. We're good.
Definitely appreciate it though.
You hit the pause button, is what I say.
Snail for 28
Oh no, or maybe
months.
he's saying just hit the like button. Oh,
He's saying
like
the
the
like
people
button,
who-
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Look who showed up.
The like
Brandon. You got here. Yeah, hit
Whatever.
the like button, folks.
I thought he was saying
Whatever.
live,
See,
like
Jay's got my
we
back.
were behind with the field goal kick. I thought he was being critical of us. The Snail,
Gotcha,
I should know better with this.
Oh, Snail,
I
the
get it
snail
now.
can-
Saban's sent
hey,
studio. He meant
the
like
snail
okay.
could sometimes be can be critical. That's okay. He's got his own way about him for sure, right? He speaks his mind. We like that.
He's saying I go to ASU. Scat is legit.
You go to ASU currently? That's fun.
Yeah. I bet
That's a
you
big
good
school.
time.
I've
It's
driven.
a
through,
big party school. That's for sure.
Yeah. I've driven through that school, being like, "Holy crap, this is still the school." It's amazing.
Well,
So
they have
if-
space out west to build things, Clinton.
What if there is a team willing to give you a third or a fourth for Sharbs, and then you go and draft Scatterboot?
Oh, please do it now. Do it faster. You can't convince me otherwise.
I would take a third
I'd-
for him anyway.
I'd take a fifth for him, but
I might
For-
take a fourth. Yeah. I know people are gonna be like, "Well, he was good," but I would take draft capital for him if I could.
He's a delightfully average running back.
like button, hit all the buttons, people.
That's
He's a
right.
How
Nice.
about the
Subby.
Stafford sack fumble button? Can
Hey, Charbonnet's been good at when he has had his chance to start, though. I mean, got to just give it what it is. Say what it is.
Yeah.
He was kind of better than fine. Just looking at his stats and how he performed when he had the chance.
I mean, I watched him play though, and he was fine.
Here's the thing. For whatever reason, the games that they actually started Charbonnet were the handful of games that Grubb decided he was actually going to try to run the football some. And the offensive line got in a little bit of a rhythm. He had holes that Ken Walker hasn't seen his entire career in Seattle. Like,
Yes.
yeah,
Incomplete pass.
drop skis.
Dropped. Yep.
The Higsby's.
There's the stone hands Higbee that I know.
Oh boy, there's re-showing the Hertz knee.
Well, Gentry's amazing, but I don't know that you're gonna get him and without a
Hmm.
top pick. So
Oh, Gentry, yeah, he's probably going to go top 10.
Yeah, I would think so. Okay, so Hurts in the tent
mm,
with Big Dom on guard.
Who's the backup? He played. Oh, it's Pickett,
Kenny
right?
Pickett.
No. Is it Pickett?
yeah, it's freaking Pickett. Tiny hands Pickett in a bad weather game. No, get him down.
Oh, yep, they got him. 3 yards
All
short.
right,
Third down, 3rd and 3.
3rd and 4, yeah, somewhere in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 3rd and 4 because I want it to be. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
the
will
health
it.
factor for Kenny Walker is really
Legit.
becoming unnerving. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm saying go get Scatterbo, like however you say the name. You can't have enough. We can't have enough running backs. Like every year we're down 2-3 dudes.
Okay, big player. They said 3rd and 2. Come on.
Yeah, it's a
It's a
long
healthy.
two.
It's a healthy 2. I'm gonna call 3rd and 7.
Yes.
Shotgun, tosses left.
Wide open.
Nakua dropped it. He dropped it. He
Dropped
dropped it. Wow. Nakua with a pretty rare drop. And they'll be forced to punt. Lovely. This weather is just making its presence known, boys.
Yeah, you don't go for that at this point.
Well, a lot of drop passes this game, too. Both sides.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, you don't see Puka do that hardly at all.
No. Take it.
This ain't the
Uh,
Dome Puka.
Defense got off the field too fast. Is Hurts going to be out of the tent in time?
I doubt it.
Yes. They're shooting him up right now.
Yeah, but still. If it's a Kenny Pickett drive, don't touch it. Okay. Then it could be a lot of Barkley.
Mhm.
Okay. Here we go. Up 3. I can't. It hurt my feelings
There it is.
that the Commanders won yesterday. Only
Why?
because I wanted to be sure that the Lions were there to knock out the Rams if this so happened to go their way today.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
that's it. I I worry about the Commanders secondary against the Rams in a decent weather situation inside a dome.
And that idea of if the Eagles don't win, then it's back to the Rams, the NFC Championship game in LA.
Gross.
Yeah. Well, hey, the Commanders have gone the road twice, and
how many times can you do that?
At least one more.
Yeah, because you're rooting for commies over Eagles if that's the way it looks next week.
Oh yeah, for sure. If the Eagles win this game, I mean, obviously, if the Rams pull this out, then Rams die. No, I'm all in. I would love to see the Commanders do it. I think why not? I like what? Why not? I have nothing against that.
I'm rooting for Wags. Hell yeah. I would love to see Wags in another Super Bowl.
Dan Quinn, Wags, and just Jaden Daniels he's freaking awesome, man. He's awesome to watch. He's an awesome dude. I like watching Zach Ertz still balling.
Yeah.
And Terry McLaurin, who I've been saying for years is better than DJ Moore. Nobody on this podcast wants to listen to me.
You've been so on that. Yeah.
Yeah. De'Ami Brown coming back out of nowhere because all of a sudden he's good.
Do you think there's more LA fans that are into this game? Or no, that would be into Eagles Commanders, because then it's Kobe's team with the Eagles and then Magic Johnson's current team with the Commanders.
I mean, either way you slice it, you talk about three humans, right? You said LA fans, so
yeah. No, I mean people who live in LA.
LA residents. Gotcha.
Because all of them are Lakers fans.
Yes.
By
are they?
I think there's probably a lot of Lakers.
They say they are.
Well,
they
maybe
definitely
not now.
say they are. Yeah, that's
maybe
another front-running fan base.
Yeah. Well, it's a front-running city.
Yes.
So
absolutely
is what it is.
If the Rams win, do we sacrifice a lamb or a commie next week?
I'm going to make a commie take a lamb's life and then their own. That's how we're gonna do it. Mm-hmm.
Where you find a communist lamb?
That would be Then you get 2 for 1.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Do it the
you don't feel as bad about. Yeah.
Little 4-yard plunge for Barkley. Hurts is back in the game, so his knee apparently is got the shot of happy juice and needle, and away he goes.
Melissa Stark is reporting right now, guys.
Oh yeah,
she is reporting.
Got LA Sam, who became a Hawks fan in 2014.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, 1 year too late, Sam.
Sam is the exception to the rule.
Yep, Sam and Becca, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. All right, Shoddy for
2nd and 6.
Yeah, trips right, I think, right?
Yep.
ISO
trips
left.
to the top of the screen.
Yeah. Oh, he's gonna
leak out.
Oh,
no, ball to the tight end, you dummy.
He's hurt. And also that's terrible.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Dude, he had a heart. The tight end leaked and just sat down right in the middle. All you got to do.
Did he have a guy in his grill?
It doesn't matter. Dude was wide open. You could have lollipop that thing out there.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Right there. Oh.
Even if he doesn't catch it, dirt it at his feet.
Right. Oh, he almost lost the ball.
Why did you put the ball down? Just, God damn it.
Woof. Big woof.
Yeesh.
Yeah, exactly. Yeesh. All right. Kickoff from the 20. My word. Okay, Eagles defense. Do it again.
I'm with you, Snail. I talk so much mad crap about Jalen Hurts, and then he'll come out and do something really well for half a season, and then you get to these moments, and this is what you see.
Hurts hasn't had the great year, but he hasn't had to do anything really amazing with Saquon having such a good year this year.
Well, I'm glad they decided to throw the ball there.
Right?
Instead of getting into
and that's the other thing about that. With Hurts having a bum knee and backed up on your goal line, why are you not running the ball
and they
Saquon
got
or
4 yards. Right. And they got 4 yards the first down. So 2nd and 6, perfectly. Yeah, I'm with you guys. Perfect way to just Run the ball again.
Fumble, you piece of crap.
This dude.
Stand him
with
up,
the long
strip
hair.
it out.
He's good. He played last week against us in week 18.
Yeah.
He came in, besides just run the ball, he was like their wide receiver too, because they were resting guys, and he was freaking good. He was.
I'm here for you, Lisa. I'll just be very emotive
Yeah.
for everybody. I don't know how else to be honest.
Yeah, if this goes down and then they have their backup defensive lineman come in and get the sack. Very annoying.
Yeah.
Okay. Third quarter coming to an end here. 19 seconds to go. Look at the
It's
weather.
coming down, man. Yeah.
Yeah. Hand off to Kyron, right side. He's got room.
A little space. 7 yards.
7 to 8 yards.
Golly, I would love to see our running backs with that sort of space.
Well, as much as I liked our chances at halftime, it has flipped. And not just because of the score and who's got the ball. The Rams ran the ball better that quarter by a long shot.
We're probably going to see the Rams just hammer the ball on the ground now here in this fourth quarter.
You would think so, right? With like two big play action shots.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would
say try to get a guy on a double move and slip. And
yeah.
Yep.
I'm with you. So what do you guys think about tonight's game? We were saying earlier, Adam, if you were on or not yet, Vegas has the Ravens as a 1.5 point favorite, which is something. So what do you guys think? Who would you take? Who are you taking?
I'm going to go Bills only because I have to see Lamar win one of these massive playoff games once before I'm on board with it. Now, that's kind of more like the emotional side of things. Like in terms of just logically speaking, I really do love their offense and what they're able to bring with Derrick Henry. It doesn't matter the weather, all that stuff. What worries me for the Ravens is the back end of their defense and just how they defend the pass with Josh Allen being on fire. I know it's probably not going to be super nice there in Buffalo today, but I think I like the Bills here, and it's going to be fun. This is the game I was most fired up for all weekend. It's one of the reasons I didn't watch any live football yesterday.
Marsh. Brandon, how about you?
Yeah, I think if I were going to pick, like in the pick 'em, I would probably pick the Bills, but that Ravens team, they're pretty fun, especially with Henry. Like, I'd like to see Henry get a chip.
Probably no Zay though. I'm not sure if they called it yet, but he was doubtful.
Oh yeah,
that's a pretty big miss.
They
didn't seem to bother him last week.
Deep group of average wide receivers, though.
I agree. It's just Zay Flowers is their best, and he's above average. He's pretty good, or he's just good. But I agree. Zay Flowers is inactive. I like the Bills to win. I don't know. Maybe it's just some bias. I got some very good friends who are Bills fans, and part of me just wants to see Josh get that chance at going against Mahomes.
I feel like if they can get past the Ravens, I think the Bills will beat the Chiefs.
I think they will too. I love James Cook. I absolutely love James Cook.
What about the Chiefs plus the refs?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what you're saying is that it's going to be Chiefs Rams in the Super Bowl. Maximum profits. Yeah.
Ravens Commanders would be, that being the beltway.
That'd be sick. Yeah, but Jaden versus Lamar. Jeez.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, doppelgangers. Jaden's a better.
Ball's on the ground. Ball down. Ball down. Eagles got the ball. Eagles got the ball. Go. He's going to go. Wait, my thing froze. Yeah.
Oh, he's out at the
football luck, baby.
Out at the 10.
That's our guy, 34 too.
Suck it, Rams. Suck it forever. See how the fumbles don't always go right back to you, and what happens? There's penalties to this crap. Fuck you. Yeah, that's right, Kyron. Go pout on the sidelines. You suck. You suck balls, and you lost the ball, and it's over now.
See.
Okay, bye.
Oh, Jalen Carter punched it out. Man,
We got to clip
imagine
that.
imagine our Seahawks with Jalen Carter.
Brandan, 2 hours. Yeah, I know, right? 2 hours, 14 minutes in. We got to clip Adam's rant. We need that. I will edit it. I'll put all the catfishes in. Please mark it.
They're all doing snow angels.
I love it. 2 hours.
I didn't know that
14
was the
minutes.
biggest value that I brought to the show, but apparently it is. Like
It was just funny.
nothing
And
else,
I know.
yeah, I
I
know.
know if I make a 20-second thing of that
yeah,
and catfish it everywhere,
yeah.
And throw it up on TikTok, it'll bring TikTok back, Adam. That's what it'll do. We'll get it unbanned.
Bye bye TikTok. Don't let the door hit you.
They're
you
gonna
later.
figure. They're gonna figure it out. They're gonna
Why?
figure it out. Why? Because it's
there's
$100
people that
billion
have-
dollars.
Because it's brain rot.
down to
Get in
the
Oh.
down to the half. Yeah, but what's not brain rot? Facebook is brain
This
wear.
show?
Well, we are. We
Yeah.
are. I agree
Yeah.
with you. We had that
Any
certain
documentary?
we had that certain je ne sais quoi. We have something about us, right? So I agree. But for comparing social media sites, guys, I mean, come on. They all are geared
Let's
to give you
focus on
brain
getting the ball into the end zone.
Fine.
Come on.
Goal
now.
in the pistol.
in pistol, pisty, hand
They
up to
pushed
Bart.
it. They had a good
Oh.
push, but Fisk managed to. Nope, it was the linebacker.
Not
50.
Fisk, yeah.
I don't know if Fisk is coming back in.
I haven't seen him yet. All right, 3rd and goal. Oh,
That would have been a
Rosenboom.
good tush push play right there.
yeah, it was close enough for the tush push. Now you're too far. Now I feel like if you play action, they're gonna be guessing the play action.
No. Don't overthink this. 2 tush pushes in a row. Just
Yeah.
you've got 2 downs here. Don't screw around.
They're not under center.
You're
though.
the Eagles. You're the Philadelphia Eagles. This is
And
what
if
you
Hurts
do.
his knee is has a bum knee, you
Use a
put
tight
Goddard
end
under
or
center.
whatever, right?
Yeah,
It's Saquon up the middle. He
He's
lunges.
short.
Oh, touchdown! They
He's
called
a
it a
what
touchdown.
they say.
They called it a touchdown.
I'm gonna wait for confirmation on this one. He
Take it to the bank. That's it. He said he's in. He's in.
It's at least
And
in tush territory if he's not.
stretching. He's in. He's in. They just showed.
Oh, elbows
no,
down.
elbow was down, dude.
No,
I
no, no,
don't
no, no.
think so.
Not with the,
I
not
think
with the
it's-
nose of the ball. You guys confused the nose of the ball with his elbow there. He's in. He's in, guys.
Ruling on the field's a touchdown. The referee's announcing.
The rule. Oh, that elbow. The
But-
right elbow.
Yeah.
Right elbow.
Yeah, that elbow, Clinton. Yeah.
Right
there.
Oh,
You know
Oh,
what
that-
saves
I-
them? I think it's Becton's leg that saves this because they called it a touchdown.
They
It's
called it
not
a
quite as
touchdown.
clear with Becton's leg in the way.
Yeah.
But then again, football has to work in LA. So
LA. I do love the Kick of Destiny commercial with
Yeah. What's
Peyton.
MGM saying now?
Yeah.
Well. I think
Yeah.
I would imagine they switched to the Rams favorites once they saw Hurts being injured and they got the safety. I bet it's flipped back a little bit now.
Oh, you know what? Maybe not a bad time.
okay,
for
let's say they spot the short. Now what?
At the one. Well, I mean, at the half.
At the
Then
1
you-
inch. Yeah.
Then you tush push.
You go for it. You don't kick the
You
field goal,
have
go
to-
up 4
No,
in the
no,
weather?
No.
No.
with the Rams not doing much.
They
in
already
the
missed
second
an
half?
extra point.
No, you go for it.
Okay, it's just a
1,000
question.
No, I got you. But the answer is you go for it, and with the logic of if you miss it, the ball's at the 1, and you don't take a Geno sack to the 20-yard line
All right.
because we have done that. That was bad.
Eagles now 4.5 favorites.
Wow, there
MGM
we
just
go.
taking the money from everybody right now.
Yeah.
You're right. Yes, you go for it. Now, I do wonder if the tush pushes off the table with the knee. That's interesting.
They do it with Goddard though. They run
Yes,
up
they do.
Goddard under center and tush push with him. I've seen them do that.
It's a true fact.
Yeah, I seeing a lot of teams adopting that, right? In not getting your quarterback hit in it, and
Yep.
all that, and I love it. That's smart. I'm surprised nobody did it before.
Well, especially a lot of these guys have quarterback experience in their background, so they have plenty of experience taking snaps from under center. And that's the
Yeah.
case. Then yeah, absolutely.
I can't imagine that it's that hard to put your hands underneath another grown man's ass and have a ball placed directly into it and then to hold on to it. Like I
So-
you
don't
think that that's like
difficult.
a skill that can't be learned in about 10 snaps?
This is what I'm saying. Like, take 7 minutes at the end of each and every practice with the backup center, and I think you'll have it down like as well as any quarterback in the NFL.
So I put my hands here, and you just put it in my hands, right?
Right. And then I just lean forward. Cool. You don't even have to have like footwork coming out and doing a drop.
Oh,
Reversed
fourth
it.
down.
Of course they did.
Reversed.
Yeah, well, it's the right call. It's at the 1-inch line. Let's go. Let's go.
Damn it. This is the play of the game right here.
It's okay. It's okay, boys. Let's go. Snow is killer. They're in tush push formation.
This is be the Eagles.
The tush push. It looks good to me. Oh, they
Threw a flag. False start.
Oh my
no.
God. What a disaster. How do you Lane Johnson of all people?
Oh,
Quick,
boy.
take the Rams plus 4.5.
Oh my goodness. False start.
Did he actually false start?
I didn't see a false start.
He didn't false start at all.
Were they saying because he was like cockeyed? Oh, he did.
Oh, he
Oh, he
did.
twitched from
He
the top angle. Didn't
flinched.
look it.
How did they even see that?
I know, right? And Hertz was in by a good half yard.
Now they're taking the field
Fucking
goal.
Rams. Why does this shit always go their way?
It's okay. Fudge. Okay, let's go. Come on.
Come on, Jake.
On Jake.
Good snap.
Philadelphia.
And it's
Just barely got it.
Well, Jake's a dude, okay? Because he's a guy. The original one was so good.
oh boy.
I like both. I like all the Jakes.
I'm gonna hop out for a break, you guys.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Nice job.
Whew, okay. Up 4, Clinton. With about 12 minutes to go in the fourth?
Yep. I
Is
like
this
it.
the end of this stupid Rams season that went way too far for no reason?
It's gotta be, man. It has to be because of everything you just said, man. It's
Yeah.
They're not that good. They're a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the other question, and we can get Brandon's opinion on this too, that after watching Commanders last night and, seeing now possibly the Rams getting to where they did, all that, looking how a lot of the top teams in the NFC have crapped the bed in this playoff. Does it mean that the Seahawks are even closer to being able to get to a championship game than you thought before the playoffs?
Yeah, I think so. And I was always of the opinion that the delta between the top of the NFC to us, I didn't think was that huge, even though the Packers game made it seem different. Because then I watched the Vikings game where we should have won that game. Just like I'm not saying this because of yesterday's outcome, but I didn't think the Lions were going to make the Super Bowl with all their injuries. I just didn't see it happening. So yeah. And then you got the Eagles who are this, which is good. And they win most games, but to answer your question, man, yeah, I thought it.
Just get down, dude.
Ooh. Okay. I took that out to about 30-yard line or so, 32. I can't tell. How about you, though? Do you think similarly or?
Yeah, watching the Packers go down the way they did, watching the Vikings go down the way they did, watching the Commanders surge the way that they have, watching the Lions go down, I'm like, we are not that far away from being on par with the Commanders. And everybody talks about, well, they just went out and got the quarterback, and that's the difference. And yes, Jaden Daniels is a huge difference maker for them. Absolutely. But with that said, I've given Kingsbury so much crap throughout the years, and he seemed to have figured out the balance side of things and has really run a great offense, made that offensive line better from when it was last year. And I feel like the Hawks are a good OC hire away from being every bit as good as the Commanders, if not better, in having an opportunity to get to a championship game.
It's possible. And Jaden is very, very strong. I would accompany the OC hire with we got to get the offensive line better as well. Like it's got to happen with it. Otherwise, it's not. Oh, nice stuff right there. Kyron's going to lose about. He kept going, so I'm not sure where they're going to stop that. Yeah.
Don't give him forward progress on that crap. He tried to bounce it.
Exactly. That's a little Zach Bond. All pro.
Zach Bond.
Yep. All pro linebacker picked up. I think he's making $3 million this year. And he's an all pro linebacker for plays like that.
He shot that gap.
Yes, he did. See, I do wonder what did they, because he did try to like reset. Kyron Williams did 3rd and 9. Okay. All right. 3rd and 9. Trips left. Higbee in motion left to right into the slot. Stafford back to pass. Stafford fires over the middle. Complete to Nakua, who was isolated. Not Nakua.
Robinson again.
Who was isolated at the top.
Man, as they were getting ready to snap that ball, it's like, can you get up on the guys at least a little bit? Like play the first down markers instead of playing such soft coverage?
Yeah, especially in the snow.
Yeah, but then again, maybe you don't want to be changing directions quickly. Yeah,
I think so. Yeah, I guess so. Especially down up 4, yada yada yada. But big conversion by the Rams. Stafford under center.
1st and 10 on the football field. We have no idea where it is.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that ball was what? Just grab the ball. Grab the ball.
Just grab it anyways.
It was incomplete pass, but like you're saying, just grab the ball.
Well, if last week it was an incomplete pass. Oh, that's an incomplete pass. If they called that one last week an incomplete pass and not grounding, then that's an incomplete pass.
Oh, for sure. But that's fine. We want the incomplete pass in that case because the ball popped out of bounds like 72 yards upfield. So,
right. Exactly. Because Rams. Are they the second luckiest team behind the Chiefs?
Yes.
I would agree.
Emphatic yes. Maybe the first. Oh, nice play. But that's
Cooper Kupp wasn't set either. Like
I didn't see that. Did not see that. Another play by Bond. Everything is Bond.
Yeah, watch Kupp. He's
nice play. Very nice.
It's fun to finally watch the Rams fail at a wide receiver screen. Like we can't ever execute them, and they get them all the time.
All the damn time. They're very. I mean, I know we watch them more than the average team.
Yeah,
because of reasons, but I don't know a better screen team in the NFL. Like they're so on time, especially when they're in a dome and good weather. It's just on time. It's crisp. It's they don't get downfield penalties, legal procedure penalties. All right, 3rd and 10. Stafford back to pass. He's under pressure. Ball's out.
Oh, ball's out.
Eagles. That is Eagles football. Eagles football. Let's go. Let's go.
Suck it forever, Stafford. You're going home. This is your last year.
Brandon.
Go have a seat back on your couch in LA.
Everything is
Rams.
Everything is bomb. Oh, wonderful. Brandon, you're back.
Stafford, little bitty hands.
Little bitty hands in the cold.
Dan's hopping back in
Yeah,
too.
Dan's back for this. Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah.
I got my work done, and good shit just keeps happening. So
hell yeah.
He's got the link. He's coming back in.
Hell yeah.
I love it.
Good job, Nolan.
Was it a one-time use? Am I abusing
You're back. You're
my
welcome.
privileges? This is fun. Are we gonna get I just tweeted this. We're gonna get 2 snow games today, right?
Yes.
Second one. Is there weather up in Buffalo too?
When was the last time that's happened?
How could there not be weather in Buffalo?
Well, it was because today it was just like 20. I know what you
It's a balmy 60 in Buffalo.
It was like
New York
22,
right
but not snowy. So is it snowing? Is my question.
I saw images from yesterday, and it was pretty.
Yeah. I don't know.
Pretty
if it
wintry
did today.
Just hold on to the ball, Saquon. That's it.
A little plunge for 2 yards. Where is the ball? They need to inform
It's
us.
about midfield. Yeah.
And so they pulled out like the irony of if the Eagles were to win this game because they couldn't pull off a push.
Tush push.
Yeah, whatever it's called.
Yeah, an ass shove. It was an ass shove that they failed at. Yeah.
The brotherly glove. Oh, there we go. They did it.
There. Ooh, look at that.
They heard us. 36-yard line.
See, AI is good for something. There we go.
There you go. More pistol formation.
What, that was a fake to nowhere from Hurts,
Right.
Yeah,
but it worked out.
he kind of went to somebody went the wrong way, it looks like.
A fake
Fake
to
it to the wrong
nowhere.
side.
So Ryan Grubb would appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Somewhere he's watching this game going, and taking a note and being like, that was tasty.
Oh, when you run play action, linebackers are meant to bite on that. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, good.
That's crazy talk. All right. I'm gonna grab some more coffee, boys. I'll be right back.
Okay, third down. Big third down.
Switched over to beer.
I'm having
It was
that.
funny. I was watching some Saints football trying to get a look at Kubiak. Here's
Oh,
around up the middle.
no, he's gonna get stuffed.
And they ran a run play to the weak side, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
you can
This
you
is a
can
lot.
run the ball to the weak side.
Right. And then run play action to the weak side. Yeah,
Right.
What a concept. No, we like to fake it to something we never do.
Eagles are clearly going for it here, guys.
You
4th and 4.
Can't kick it from there.
I know, but no, I agree.
Well, they're in
Get
that.
You're that far ahead? Oh, Dan's ahead. Okay.
Oh, I guess I am. Here.
That's okay.
Well, let me pause it for a second.
Yeah.
Has your play happened yet?
No,
No,
we're still in
it's,
Scotland. I'll tell you.
Hurts still.
Tell me when AJ Brown. Well,
I'll
No,
tell you
that's
when
okay.
it snapped.
I'm
Snapped
happy
to
it's AJ Brown.
Hurts.
oh,
AJ
I'm
Brown
He
just got the
passed
ball.
it, and his catch. Yeah, AJ
Yep.
Brown down to the
There you go.
22.
So right now I have it paused on. They're showing a graphic pointing
Okay.
at Brown with his
Let
face.
you know when the
Tell me
graphic
when you
comes
see
up.
that.
Okay. We'll tell you when. And now.
Oh,
now.
no, that
Oh,
was
wait,
the
not
NBC
yet.
graphic.
Oh, I jumped the gun, guys. False
just-
start.
So now they just took the graphic away.
Do you mean the NBC graphic?
Yeah, you're way
No,
ahead.
for AJ Brown, like right by.
Okay.
Pointing.
said-
Okay, now they're back under center. Well, not under center. Hurts is in shotgun. Handoff, slips, falls. Be a loss of one.
Now you're ahead of me.
It's been on the camera's been on Saquon for a while, barking at people. Still on Saquon, but with stats. So can you catch up, Dan?
I'm just going to wait till you react to the play that I just saw live, and then
Oh my gosh.
right there it is.
That's funny. No, I didn't
All
see
right.
it.
Oh.
But
In
it's very good.
shotgun, Hurts takes the ball, hands on off. No, you fake
Play
handoff. He
action.
rolls out and catch.
Okay. So
for
catch by Devonta
6.
Smith out of bounds.
It'd be
Alright,
3rd
cool.
and 5.
I think we're pretty even now.
Maybe, maybe 3rd and 4.
They're showing the replay right now.
God dang it! Just a field goal on this drive, you'd feel like would ice it.
Oh, would feel good. That's for sure. Okay, another replay, right? Different angle. And now they're back
We did-
under.
Okay.
I'd feel better with the touchdown here, Dan,
Well, yeah. Come on now.
as far
Okay,
as
so
icing it goes.
for sync up's sake, it's 7:10 on the clock for me.
Okay.
No, 7
and
7
Hurts in
7.
shotgun.
I'm 2
Takes
seconds
the
ahead of you.
snap.
I'm not
Now
going
the
to
run up the middle
Oh,
stuffed.
Damn it.
Well,
They're
field
going
goal
to kick a
time.
field goal now. Yeah.
Chewing that clock. Looks like the snow's.
Dang.
I was going to say it looks like the snow's backed off a little, and then they show Sirianni.
And then they show you
Dump.
just covered. Nope, the snow has just gotten smaller, which means it's intensifying, right? So
Man, we are way behind.
He's
Yeah.
lining up for the field goal
Yeah.
now. I see him there.
yep,
Okay.
yep, same for me.
Okay. Yeah.
But we're like a
Ooh, he
Good.
hits this one. He's MVP, right? Come on.
I'm going to call it right now. It's good.
Good hold. Good set.
there you go. Brandon
Hell yeah.
Brandon from the future.
Wow.
Uh,
I can't imagine kicking in that.
Brandon from the present looking at the box score.
Nice. All right. 7-point lead with 6 minutes left. Four. What's left?
Awesome. Good. Not
Mm,
bad at all.
Cool.
Take
7-point lead, 6:18 to go.
that. I will be right back, boys, myself.
All right. You take a break. I'll hang out.
This would be one of those. I don't want to I don't want to really imagine this, but obviously I already have. But we were talking earlier about like Stafford's, Hall of Fame candidacy. He pulls something like this off in these conditions. Goodness,
that would be wild. That might take some assistance from the refs or here. We don't want to see that.
One of my things I'm looking at in the draft this year is I feel like McVay's one of those guys that he's going to want to try and add a quarterback behind Stafford, so there's no fall off at all. And I feel like this is the year, especially when you see how this roster is performing, like that defense that we've talked about, and like if he can get a guy at quarterback, I think he would do it.
Yeah,
I don't think Stetson Bennett's going to be
No, not Stetson, not Jimmy G. Maximus saying, how much longer do we have Myers? It's a bad year this year, right? Yes. Odd year Myers, generally the bad year. Scott, don't be calling 2 NFC East teams yet. There's still 6 minutes left. We don't need to be jinxing our Eagles.
Let's not.
We got Eric Padilla in the chat. Oh my. F&G, my favorite podcast hosts, are live streaming the Rams getting iced by the Eagles. Zesty. Yeah. Bet.
Did you guys see the have you been on Twitter at all the last half hour or so while you're doing this?
No.
Frank, so it's locker clean out day in Detroit today, right? And okay. Frank Ragnow, their great all-pro center, right? Is he all-pro? Has he ever made all-pro? I don't know. He's close.
Should have, yeah.
He said something like over my dead body, or like he's going to do everything he can to keep Hank Fraley from leaving. Got to keep him. He's central to our culture and everything we do. To which almost immediately all of the Seahawk Twitter replies were, "Well, bring him with you."
Right? Yeah, exactly right.
If you like him that much, Frank.
Yeah.
Why don't you
we'll package deal you? You bet.
Hey, the Seahawks, John Stein, look, he gets a lot of crap, and people say he's never, paid interior offensive linemen. He's tried to pay 2 of them. Right?
Luke Jokel?
No. He tried to get David Dielman out of the Chargers in the prime of his career.
Okay.
And offered him a huge contract, and Dielman actually accepted less money to stay with the Chargers. Wanted to finish his career there. And you all remember there's the Lions thing. He tried to sign a Lion.
Oh, last year.
No,
it was like,
years ago.
It's been 5 or 6 years. TJ Lang, remember that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Lang.
Oh, that's right.
And there was a tweet. There was a famous tweet that like TJ Lang is going to the Seahawks. A reporter wrote a tweet wrong, and all he was doing was coming to visit. But it made it sound like he was signed and sealed. He decided to stay in Detroit. And that was before they were good too. So I think he got hurt a year later, and it would have been a terrible signing anyway, but the effort was there.
Right.
Yeah.
There's a guy on the Detroit line that we tried to sign this past offseason. Also,
Zeitler?
Zeitler. Yeah.
Did they try?
Well, the rumor is that yes, that's what I've heard, but he didn't want to come to Seattle.
Yeah, I remember seeing reports that it was down to us or them.
Right. So they tried for Zeitler. Stafford is going to go down. Yes.
Beautiful. Second, and you are punting, buddy. Like, they're not picking up this first down.
Down in Ojomo.
Ragnar's actually under contract for 2 more years with the Lions.
Yeah. So the two, I've seen a lot of speculation out there. People try to connect dots, and coaches typically do want to bring some of their guys in. I think we were all surprised that McDonald didn't bring a single Raven until Tyus Bowser kind of later. They tried that, but one guy is Dan Skipper, is a free agent and really versatile guy. He's played left tackle, right tackle. He's that tackle eligible guy. He could be one. And then the Zeitler idea I've seen thrown around. He's clearly, even at 32 years old, still playing at a pretty high level. He's hurt right now, but
yeah, he's still good though.
Yeah.
Good.
Second down give up play for the Rams, but now they're in 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10. This is big, boys. This is what we want to.
Time for another fumble. They should call it.
I was going to say a Stafford
fumble,
pick
6. Yeah.
Stafford pick right now would be lovely. Shotgun.
All right. Eagles walk up a linebacker here.
Yeah,
how many they bring? They do. They bring everybody.
Got it.
Did the linebacker get a hand on that?
Yes, he did. Yeah, it was.
He did.
Yeah.
The linebacker kind of pseudo blitzed, hung out, and just.
They're not going to go for this, right? This way too early.
No, you
way
can't
too
go
early for this, right? Both teams have all their timeouts.
Mr. Burns was the man in the middle. They're showing the replay there.
Thanks for the props, Eric. Didn't we have a Padilla on the Mariners, Dan?
Yeah, Padilla. There you go.
Oh, probably. He
That's how
probably
I know how to say your last name.
Probably hit 204 and
pitcher, I think.
Struck out 28% of the time.
Got a good friend of mine was from Argentina, and he would always pronounce his 2 L's as like that name. He'd say Padilla, and he'd get in trouble. He took Spanish with me in high school, although he was fluent. And
missed that one class.
No, he would just do it. He would just do it out of spite. And our teacher, Miss Feliciano, she would always be like, his name is Ariel Castillo, but he would say it's Castillo.
I always love when bilingual, Spanish is their first language usually, and then they learn English. And they're broadcasters here, right? But whenever they come to a Spanish word, they like super genuinely pronounce it, and then everything in between is like perfect, clear English.
Well, it's kind of the opposite too when it's American words. And you hear an announcer, the play announced in Spanish, and then
you hear like Michael Jordan
term,
or and it's like, ¿Dónde está la biblioteca Slurpee? It's like, yes, that is an American thing.
Where's the library Slurpee?
Where's the library Slurpee?
Yeah, listen, guys.
If libraries had Slurpees, I might be a little more well read.
Pardon the crudely the model there, guys. I was going for my
Slurpee.
I know.
I want to know.
God, when was the last time I had a Slurpee? Last time I had a Slurpee, I think targeting was legal in the NFL.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and you could hit quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was definitely rooting for Dan Quinn and Bobby Wagner. Why would we root for the Eagles to make the Super Bowl?
Oh, hell no.
Right.
I mean, because they were a very favorable tool for us to help beat the Rams. That doesn't mean we're Eagles fans now.
And I
thought one cool thing on Twitter last night seemed to me, from what I saw anyway, the overwhelming majority of Seahawks fans, when in regards to this topic, was we love seeing what Quinn's doing, but we don't. Nobody was questioning like, did we hire the wrong guy?
Right.
I think fans, for the most part, the overwhelming majority seems to really respect Mike McDonald, think he's the guy, and just be happy for Dan Quinn. Like, he would have been I think he would have been the second choice too. If McDonald turned us down or decided to take another job or whatever, I think it would have been Quinn. And that would have been fine.
I'd have been into it. Yeah, absolutely. Kind of continue on with the Pete Carroll stuff and all of that. And if he would have, now, the thing is if it was Dan Quinn with the Seahawks and he was going to bring in Kingsbury, I would have lost my mind because I couldn't stand.
That would have been that would have been really divisive. I think that would have been a lot of fun to talk about if that had happened.
Yeah. Kind of makes
I've been wrong this year about him. Because I'm never Cliff Kingsbury. Yeah.
Kind of makes the discussion about, I don't think any of us on this pod think Kyler Murray's specifically good, but maybe it's just that huge delta, right? Oh,
there's an opening. There's an opening. Go.
He's going to take it. He's going to take it.
There you go.
This game's going to be over, baby.
No flags.
Oh, my God.
To the house.
Yourself, McVay. Yeah.
Was he hitting himself in the face? What was that?
Yes. He was
my God.
Yeah.
Yes, boys.
Wow.
Turn out the lights. The party's over.
Game over, baby.
There might not be many a more demoralizing way to lose than giving up a long run like that. We've experienced it, right?
Yes.
The Niner game, it sealed it. The Raiders game 3 years ago, like, that's a backbreaker. That just
and I kind of feel like from an NFL perspective, in many ways we started it right with the Beastquake, right? That being the run to put the game out of reach in a back and forth affair. So.
God, 2 of those today. What were the Rams just selling out? Was it?
He missed the
missed
come on, Jake.
You know what?
They
He gets
didn't
a
need that
pass, though. He gets a pass.
Guys, to.
Although that is only 13, but
Exactly. This
yeah,
game's not
okay.
over.
Not over.
It's over.
Godzilla Monster with the $2 super chat.
Yeah, good job. Good job.
The fat lady is warming up.
You find. Oh
True.
wait. Yeah.
It's a
Dan is
thing.
back.
It's a thing. It's the pick thing. It's an inside joke.
All right. I didn't know if you were an ice axe guy, if you did some ice climbing on the side or something.
No, when I get around to getting some merch done, Dogzilla really wants me to get picks made, guitar picks.
Oh, nice. Okay.
That makes sense.
So that kind of axe. I got it.
Also, you could get a lot. You could make a lot for a little.
Yeah.
Because volume play with picks, like getting M&Ms, right? So you're a guitar guy. What's your favorite? Yeah, what's your favorite one back there behind you?
I mean, 100%. It's this one. So this is it's Mark Tremonti's signature edition PRS, but he's also it's signed by Mark on the back.
Oh, very cool.
Nice.
It sure is pretty.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. I don't play it anymore, really, but it looks good.
It looks good.
I consider guitars to be art. I worked for many years to try and play them and never really worked out, but I love having them on the walls.
See, that's why we get along, Dan, because guitar guy usually annoys me. And because they're always just sitting around in some circle, strumming a guitar, getting all the chicks. Screw those guys.
Right.
I hate guitar guy.
See, what I love about all this is like in any different life, I think Adam would have hated me. Like absolutely.
You think?
Oh yeah, absolutely despised me. But somehow, some way through the Seahawks, we happen to love each other, which is nice.
There you
That's
go.
right. That's right. See, we can all come together.
East Coaster, guitar player,
hair gel,
Broseph,
hobo,
visor wearer,
tech bro, visor wearing.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I got something to show you guys here.
Blue blooded.
Guess who gave me this? Guess where this came from?
Gene Simmons.
I think it came from a Mr. Booner. Yeah,
I know the answer to that one. Yeah.
Right. I got all these classic Kiss albums here. It's courtesy of Clinton.
Yeah.
Cool. Quick shout out to those were my moms who passed.
Yeah.
And I was cleaning them up, and I knew Dan had a huge affinity for Kiss, so asked him if he wanted them, got them nice and clean, and shipped them out. And I'm very happy they have a home where it's being appreciated. And I know my mom would like to, rock and roll every day with you, man. So listen in good health.
Now I just need to get a turntable again so I can actually play them.
There you go.
There you go.
Big drop. Big drop.
So yeah, fun fact about me: the first time I got offered drugs was at a Kiss concert.
If it was a Kiss concert, they were probably really mild drugs, right?
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
what was it?
I was gonna say, and you said
want some cough syrup with codeine in it.
Trying to remember. I think it was LSD. It was.
Okay, all right.
I was with my buddy Chad, and I thought I heard the guy say, "Are you guys excited for the show?" And I'm like, "Yeah, And my buddy Chad looks at me like, what? He's like, "No." He's like, I think he said, "Do you guys want some LSD for the show?" Yeah.
Yeah. First down, 4 minutes to go.
Well, I threatened to get some strippers and blow for our trip to Dallas, but don't know if Brandan was too into it.
No.
He's like, for the record, no. Stafford.
No, I think I did say I haven't tried blow yet.
Yeah, overrated.
Oh. Not for me. Not that it's not overrated. It's just not my. Yeah, no,
I was gonna say, are you into the cocaine? Are you, Clinton? That's great. I'm glad you've done self-employment instead of trying to find another new job after that comment.
Not for me. It's not overrated. Says you. I
content creator goes viral with.
Yeah. I misstated.
We'll just start having Clinton doing lines instead of guess the lines. Like
I'll probably do.
So watching a game that's being played in snow. Just as a side note, I love blood.
I sure do.
Down to the 19-yard line though. Rams are not going gentle. This good night.
They don't ever, except for that one time. What the hell? I know they had injuries, but how the hell the Cardinals beat them like 42-10, didn't they? Week 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jeez.
thanks, guys. Now I have to check the box for ad revenue that says we discussed the topic of drug use.
Oh
and,
no!
Oh, well, I think
Is that a thing?
you know what? Adam blasting about 42 F-bombs. That's okay. We're
There we
not
go.
here for that. Not today, at least, right?
YouTube sucks all the fun out of
You
everything.
can
Look at
edit
that.
that out, right?
No, it's all good. Cooper
Come
down
on.
to the 1 yard line. But that's
This
we'll
drive
take
is
it.
happening way too fast.
That's
for
exactly my
liking.
first thought, Brandon. I was like, why? Why is this so quick?
Wow, they're playing so soft. That just
Call a timeout, Philly. Call a timeout.
Oh, they blew it up though. Nice.
Yeah, there
Wow,
we go.
they look
That's
disorganized.
big. That's
Yeah, they did.
huge.
Sweet.
Take another 30 seconds off. Let's go.
Yeah, they had all their timeouts left.
It only prevents you from winning.
That's true fact.
Clock keeps running.
Okay. Shotgun. Back to pass. Fires to the right. Incomplete. Let's
Yeah,
go.
There we go.
Clock
Big
stops
B
with
can't stay on his feet.
2:51. Big B no longer has hands or feet
Or
He's-
hamstrings.
He's
or hamstrings. Ooh.
Nope, it's his knee, maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah, don't.
Oh, yeah,
He's
yeah.
not hurt. Yeah. Cramp, maybe.
Yeah, the way he was holding his
Toe
foot
up.
up there like that. Right.
Back in shotgun. Little trips left.
You guys are
Car-
10 ahead of me, it looks like, but I'm not going to try and mess with it.
Okay. Stafford got a little time.
Goes
Fires
right
over the
forward.
middle.
Right. Oh,
And touchdowns.
Touchdown. Parkinson.
Parkinson.
God damn it, Colby. This did not need to get interesting.
Not the time.
Not the time,
Not
Colby.
now. Yeah.
2 missed extra points, man. Jeez Louise.
That happened in a hurry.
Yeah, way too quick. To the point where the Eagles have now got to freaking,
Just two
He-
extra
he-
points.
that was a no look. He no looked that. You guys see that?
Yeah, he did. That was
Am
close.
I the only one that thinks the no looks are a little overrated?
Oh, yeah. How many times they're like tweeted by a team's account or whatever? They're like, oh
Yeah.
my God, look at this. And you're like, no, he's literally looking right at him.
No, but I mean, I don't
Oh,
think
look.
they're over. I
They can
don't
make
think
extra
they're
points.
overrated. Like he's freezing a linebacker in a really tight space by looking at that linebacker,
The guy
and
still almost got a hand on it.
then throwing a dime across his body. So I'm gonna say
240.
counterpoint Adam and say no. I don't think they're overrated personally.
Okay. It was just a question. I don't know.
No,
if
I
I have
got-
big feelings about it.
I got you. I'm just telling you, it's effective where he did it too.
Rams.
Well, it's also interesting to see McVay use a big body tight end in the end zone like that and just kind of box a dude out a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
get inside him. Be nice to do that sometimes.
Yeah.
If only we had a big body tight end to do that.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Oh, wait. We had that guy.
That guy used to be on our team.
we had 2 of them.
Yeah.
I mean, Fant's not small. He's not.
No.
He's not long.
yeah, exactly. Okay, we need some
We have
first
two
downs,
pants that could play tight end.
and have in some ways. They've gone out for passes at least. Did they both play basketball?
Why am I nervous all of a sudden?
Because
Yeah.
it's the Rams.
It's the Rams. Yeah, why did we not put like just $10 on the Rams plus 10 5 minutes ago?
Wow, yeah.
I don't know. Live bets scare me,
yeah.
man.
It is scary.
Yeah, but they give you a 30% profit boost.
Right. Right. They do that out of the kindness of their heart, too. They're definitely not making more money than they're paying out.
100%.
So.
Hey, Dan, we were talking at halftime when you were off. Ravens or Bills? Who do you got?
Who do I think's gonna win? I want it to be the Bills. I really like that team. I like Josh Allen. I've been saying Lions Bills for a while. That's obviously now not going to happen. But that's a tough one. I'm going to say Bills. Like I'd like to see Lamar get one at some point. I do. I used to be a Lamar doubter. He's changed my mind about him with how far he's come as a passer, but I'm going to go Bills.
Cool. I think that makes 4 of us.
It does.
Rams.
Sweet.
Which is crazy.
Rams used the
Well-
first time out.
Yeah, I got to see postseason Lamar win like a legit big game first before I'm like, yep, okay.
Yeah.
But he's a fantastic regular season player.
Yeah, he's really good. He's awesome. Went to go see my dad today.
I don't quite understand this talk of, if Lamar gets his third MVP, he's got to be in the talk of greatest QBs of all time. Like,
wait, what?
Yeah.
Doesn't he need to win a chip first?
I feel like he needs, like, Brett Favre's won multiple MVPs and has a chip, and he's not even talked about as one of the greatest QBs of all time.
Right.
I mean, one of the greatest, but not like.
No, but he's not. He's not.
How much of that has to do with the fact that he's been a complete loser since he left the league, though?
But it's not, even still though, it's not Montana, Brady, it's not Mahomes now.
Yeah.
It's not that level.
Nice fake. Oh no.
God.
Come on.
At least he didn't turn it over.
Jesus
Christ. Yeah, that's all but going to guarantee they get the ball back.
Yeah, they're going to use another
before
timeout.
the 2-minute warning.
Son of a bitch.
Kobe Turner. Oh, stupid good young talent.
Right.
Well, and good that he didn't dirt it too, and that way they have to use a timeout.
Hey, it's always a silver lining.
But why not just run it?
Yeah, I don't think he was feeling like he'd get around Kobe there. But I hear you.
Maybe that was a byproduct of that knee in the footing.
Just call a run play there rather than trying to throw a screen.
It's kind of amazing to me how often it happens, but especially in these conditions, like when you call bootlegs to quarterbacks running it to their unnatural side. You know, it's just so many things have to go right for that play to work.
Correct. You have to have a guy open to that side of the field, block it well enough.
Clean conditions.
They don't even know what they're doing here.
Son of a gun.
Okay. Give up play to Barkley. 5 yards.
Rams will burn their last time out, I imagine.
Yep.
Okay.
Jesus.
So 2 minutes and 30 seconds of butt pucker here. This is great.
Jesus Christ.
Would you use the timeout there? Do you think that was smart? Not just to let it go down to the 2-minute warning?
Yes,
and
I would
hold on to one timeout?
I would. I hear what you're saying. Yes, I would. Because you saved 35 seconds right now.
You save 35 seconds right now, but now you're out of timeouts for the whole game.
I know, but you control the ball. You control how fast you snap the ball, though.
That's exactly it. The fact that now you have possession of the ball and you can dictate the terms of what you're doing with the clock. I'd rather be in control that way. There's an argument to be made to call it after the 2 minute or to hold on to it and just let it tick down to 2 minutes.
Again, not to be a party pooper potentially. But man, I'm telling you, this is one of those things where it's like, if this Rams team, if Stafford leads them down and wins this game right now in these conditions, that's an all-timer.
Yeah.
Nice punt. Okay.
Yeah,
all right. That worked.
Good roll. That worked out very nicely.
I mean, look, it's going to be an all-time disappointment for the Rams right here.
2:23 to go. No timeouts. Worst conditions possible. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, let's go do it.
Or he could pick six it right here, and we could celebrate once again.
How about a Josh Sweat strip sack?
Strip sack? Sure.
There we go.
It's got me a little sweaty just thinking about it.
Yeah. I was going to say Nolan Smith, but I haven't seen him. Is he even contributing? Is he?
Nice play like 2 drives ago.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
51 game-winning drives in the fourth quarter overtime. That's a number.
Okay. 6-yard gain to Higbee. They're obviously in hurry up. 2:10 to go before the 2-minute warning.
2 plays here.
Let's not play that soft zone, okay?
They're gonna
step back to pass. Fires over the middle.
Soft zone.
First down to Cup. Crossing the 30. 2 minutes.
Time keeps going.
2-minute warning.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's going to give him 5 yards all the way down the field, huh?
I hope not.
Son of a gun. What a game, though. Jesus.
Yeah.
Stupid game.
What are your guys' feelings about weather games? Because there's a lot of people that say they would rather, put everything in domes and make sure that you have the best football, quote, best football possible. Or do you enjoy the factor of the elements?
No. Yeah. Let it fly. I do like the fact that, every region, every home stadium is a different experience. Sometimes that can be an advantage or not. But yeah, No, let it roll. This is fun.
Exactly.
I don't want every game in the damn dome.
I'm with you, Dan. I'm with you. But
They're going
Buffalo's
to keep doing they're going to keep giving them cushion though, because they're going to want to force the Rams to throw to the middle of the field and try and take as much time off the clock as possible.
But you but you don't have
but they have to score a touchdown.
You can't let anything get behind you.
But I'm saying, but you don't have to play the 10-yard cushion game. You could just play. You could treat it as if it's normal defense, and then do the other thing.
Yeah, in the snow, you don't want to let any of these guys get behind you, though.
I understand that, but that's what. But I'd also like to get some pressure in his face and make him get a tip ball and normal things that happen when you're not playing more preventative style defense. I don't know. I think this is the time you're in the snow, you're at home, you're winning by 6. I think they're going against the wind from last I can remember in my brain. Like, this is the time to be aggressive. This is the time for me, go send an extra guy. Like, you get beat down here's the other thing. You get beat down the sidelines for one big play for a touchdown. It sucks, but you can live with it because you're getting the ball back.
I don't know. I'm more of the make sure you're the guy is the deepest guy and play safe and play deep, on the back end,
because they need a touchdown.
I know,
it'd be one thing if they're just going for a field goal here.
I hear you, but like the way you guys want to play it, you're guaranteeing a couple of shots, probably at least like at the end of the game to win it. Whereas like I want to take the game away right now, and I'm okay giving up if they got over the top on me early too, with like a minute 30 to go. I can live with that.
It's really,
and you got to think in these conditions, it's going to be a lot harder to complete like a 15-yard pass as opposed to a bunch of 8-yard dink and dunks too, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So use that weather to your advantage.
We'll see.
I just hate playing soft in big moments. I just hate it.
I mean, no matter how this thing turns out, it's just yet another.
Come on, Cooper.
Come on, Cooper.
This is probably why I'm not a professional announcer, because he didn't see it until he did see it.
He did last minute.
That's why he's a DB, boys. That's why he's a DB.
Oh, Coop.
That was Cooper.
He's also their punt returner, so you can't say he doesn't have good hands.
He's an amazing athlete. It's just a tough play.
Oh, I was in the Cooper DeJean camp. If he had been the pick,
nice.
Nice.
Is that Slay? Big play Slay right there.
There
Very
we go.
nice.
Captain Slay.
Okay.
See, that's the advantage they have, is they know exactly what the Rams are going to try to do to attack them now. They're going to run those dig routes and those in breaking routes and stuff. That's their bread and butter, and that's what you got to do in this situation. So. Darius Slay, 34 years old. Do you realize that? That's crazy.
Wow.
They are
Right.
Slayers?
Yeah.
Wow.
Third and 10.
When I was looking up those salary cap numbers earlier, I was like,
there you go.
Kidding me. Wow.
Stafford shotgun. Fires over the middle. It is.
Guess who?
Converted by Robinson.
Robinson again.
Moves the chains.
Tick, tick, tick.
Because of those incompletions, too. Not a lot of time has gone.
Exactly.
No.
You almost want them to complete those 7-8 yarders. Come on.
Takes a shot deep down the right-hand side.
Slay all over it.
Oh my gosh.
God.
Kidding me.
What the fuck? Sorry.
No, it's okay.
No,
It's
fuck
okay.
that, Dan. What the fuck? This is fucking bullshit. God damn it, Slay. Like, he's right there.
He's right there.
Oh.
That's a great catch, though.
Okay, let's go.
Jesus.
Let's go, Eagles. Make a play.
Oh, catch. Be a catch. Oh, they called him out of bounds. What?
No.
He was going backwards.
Yeah, what's that?
Because he didn't get
what's the
touched.
rule? Like, yeah, maybe because he didn't get touched.
They've gotten a lot. They changed that rule a few years ago. Like, you can't, your momentum.
Yeah, there's a momentum rule, but I wonder if it's like if you're never touched, or like if there's some exception to it, like that.
Oh, you know what the exception is, Clinton.
It's the Rams.
Football has to work in LA.
Oh, I've already heard people say, the script, they changed the script, the fix is in because of the wild.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
LA to.
Yep,
False
for the
start.
fires and the good
Good.
story. Yeah.
We'll take a false start, boys. 5 yards. Let's go. We'll tie bow.
For the
Kinda hard to
record, Big
script
Ollie
the-
doesn't
the
like the Rams
over.
either. Yeah. Every time I yell about the Rams, he gets all upset.
Okay.
Like,
Second and
for
12.
them to script an NFL game, it would have to. I just don't see how it could be done.
Oh,
You can
23.
certainly help push it along. Ask Saints fans about the
Oh yeah. Oh well, there's
NFL
there's
being
that game,
scripted for the Rams. Yeah.
but like
Stafford fires right away.
Puka
Cool.
out of bounds.
Down to about the, was that the 19?
14.
14?
15-yard.
This is silly.
I don't like it.
Mm-mm.
How did we get here? No, this game. Yeah.
We were celebrating victory just a couple minutes ago on the Saquon run.
Oh, it's a
Get him!
Sack!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carter again.
Jalen
My
Carter.
word.
Oh, if we're using the Rams rules, wouldn't we all go sack right there? Isn't that
Only
what
if
we
only if the scoreboard told us to.
Oh my God, the Rams.
do? Yeah.
Wait, is Dan ahead? Is Dan from the future?
It's been a minute since I've seen the Rams.
Yeah.
lose.
Oh, that stupid thing. Yeah.
They were
That was
so bad.
They were in St. Louis at that time, right? That was
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gnome. It was Jeff Fisher. It was
All right, boys. No spoilers. Fourth
Austin
and
Davis
11.
playing quarterback. All right, so this is Paul.
22-yard line.
You guys are ahead of me, so celebrate all you want, and I'll just get
Okay.
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 All right.
Stafford
Stafford
back to pass. He
back.
fires
Looking right.
Out of bounds. There we go. Game over.
Dan, we did it. Adam,
Not
Brandon.
even a
we did it.
shot. Howdy. Oh, if you're a Rams fan right now, imagine how you're feeling after they make all those great plays, and then you that's not a
A
catchable
throw
ball.
out of
Exactly.
bounds.
You're
That's
throwing-
not
you're
even
throwing a
catchable.
You're throwing a ball to the right like that,
What?
like all the
What? Did
way.
Did he not realize what down it is?
Oh, this is beautiful.
Let's see here from this replay from
He
behind.
did. Oh, Carter was just in his
I know.
grill, and
Did
he
we go
just
get-
had to.
Do we go get Jalen Carter Seahawks jerseys? is
Can
that
we-
what we must do?
Can we
See,
get a DeLorean and go back in time to the
not
the
dra-
draft?
taking Witherspoon has now another effect, right?
Exactly.
right.
Exactly. There you go.
See?
The butterfly
John
VMs.
Schneider playing chess when everyone.
There we
was-
go.
5D
Yes.
chess. 5D
Dude.
chess.
This
Like,
is why we took Devin Witherspoon right here for this
So
moment.
the Rams could lose today.
Jalen
Mhm.
Carter won that game for them. Straight up.
He was
Great
a
move.
beast. Yeah,
Great
nice.
move. Great move. Great move. There we go. Boys. There we go. The Rams are dead. See you
All right.
later. Your season was exactly like ours. You didn't win it all.
That Stafford
Screw
doesn't
you.
even look mad. He's dancing around in the snow. He's
Long live the king. That got unnecessarily close. Yes. Now
Yes.
go Washington, Bobby Wagner's, and Dan Quinn.
Wow.
well, that was fun, guys.
Yep.
Heck yeah,
Sure
Dan.
was.
Big thanks to Dan joining us. A big thanks to everybody who supported us throughout the stream. Ryan911, Rick R, Samuel Gelberger, Dogzilla Monster, the Snail coming in with the 28 months. And gentlemen, I think with that,
There's only one thing left to say.
go
Go
Hawks.
Hawks. Go
Go
Hawks.
Hawks.